100.5.
On the Citizen Show, stay with Nana Bobby and Sam. All the politics you can know on Accra FM 100.5. Tune to the Citizen Show, Nana Bobby and Sam. Yeah, yeah.
Wabatele Accra FM, yeah, mommy.
Oh, Nana Bobby and Sam. On the Citizen Show, stay with Nana Bobby and Sam. All the politics you can know on Accra FM 100.5. Tune to the Citizen Show, Nana Bobby and Sam. Yeah, yeah.
Nana Kwabena Bobby answer. Berema be meti gara furukube puntimpunasi sokode. Wakachira katabin say you what you can say. Kwabena keja guma mni yanko.
Wabatele Accra FM, yeah, mommy.
Oh, Nana Bobby and Sam on the Citizen Show. Stay with Nana Bobby and Sam. All the politics you can know on Accra FM 100.5. Tune to the Citizen Show. Nana Bobby and Sam. Yeah, yeah.
Kwabena, another day, in a certain way, because this is somebody we looked up to when we were growing up. When I was growing up, the guy said 1998. I said, "Where there be our car?" Oh, I am the young Mr. Mr. Jahina, and I'm Mamma could have no pen and I was a channel, and I was a Michelle and other men country and said, "Nitizen Shuba." I don't know.
Hi. Debbie.
Oh, Debbie, make us
Debbie. I saw my catch on and I am a canoe. Debbie. She said, I was saying, oh, my message, and I do to say Suba.
Debbie, Miss Mamma, at me, I see the import.
Debbie, Nana Pacho, Nana, what I'm already to him. Nana, yes, I do my Mr. Wadaroma. How did she says also my message, and I do to say Suba. Debbie, you just a whole case of this. I won't change. Mr. Nana, she want to say, Mammy, Pacho, Mr. Pacho, you may say.
In a certain way, because this is somebody we looked up to when we were growing up. When I was growing up, the guy said 1998. I said, "Where there be our car?" Oh, I am the young Mr. Jahina. I'm Mr. Jahina, and I'm Mamma could have no pen and I was a channel, and I was a Michelle and other men country and said, "Nitizen Shuba." I don't know
what Mabe. Aborna wum lahabal Yasim. A silver delet, Kurga your point of Pregale. Nana. Kwabena Bobby ansa muni nyatim ban yabga ka borna yun ya tonya sim ko twekane ban la akum nana Bobby ansa kabugum labal suma tumban yabga nana Bobby ansa muni nyatim ban yabga o twekane o twekan kan yarama o twene bjelba atia nyanwunya nyu twegba onyelo mabia nana Bobby ansa tumban yabga nyu
nkuku ya kabang adibiara durefu ya wofre na fu na nso ya asase durefu ya wofre ne siw adenti efisa asase ne panyin opanyin ne hira opanyin ne Kwabena Bobby ansa sasere kukuku da bi ochi mekwan no di nkampro obebare be ya na wabebare Daily Graphic ne Daily Guide memunsam asai magana fu eje na kurum muntie eje ntetireki onamo so wadoto nsura akorokraw gana fu se ubeshi akwache wo kwanchen no bema achinchen ache wo kwanchen de eni ankako awrukwa chakra chinchen no ma ne yechin achinchen na se poto ni be poto kasa mafia na efi potofi nti gana fu nti Bobby obi abo ma waboni bi mu watu Bobby na obi so besan abobia boni bi na dan obobia gana fu beti amanye sempa Bobby wona gana fu nanti ubiribiri wona won nanti umprempren mo nanti ubiribiri nanti umprempren
Nana Kwabena Bobby answer. Berema be meti gara furukube puntimpunasi sokode. Wakachira katabin say you what you can say. Kwabena keja gu ma me yanko.
All right, live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Yama mo nyina ha yama mo akwa ba baby a wote yanka bia no. We adru say ya enkomo ne yedi Ghana kasa edom kasa omanfo kasa Ghana fo kire wo mo adwene ya mamu enti ena emayeti ai makasa asemu a kire wo se dru awia na anase adepache yen na omanfo so mo radio efi anopa anya se obia ho nete no obia ka de opese oka. We should allow people to free their mind. Yema omanfo enkyere wo madwene yema sa ankrofo no enka de omo pese omoka. I believe said the only way eye betimi ama oman we yetimi akoye anim and say there is no need say obema obi adwenkyere ahaw. No, there is no need. And I know now me cast and be minua bako. Look, whatever it is better say yebema omanfo kwai amomo aka oma dwene de sena kumamu de wana dwene mu. Se woni obi enam na nipa kro ne nkasa na da bia ohwew papa o ohwew boni o ohwew. I don't feel comfortable around such people. But say uno bi kasana enya otimi ebiem ka che say look ade we enye yeso so a otimi ka che say we de why ade. I think say sa na ese society etna. So ye amanfo should understand ye adwuma no a ye no. Say ye adwuma no, trust me, say radio eni Ghana ha ebia enka ya twetwe tuo te say amanya aka. For all you know, kasa ye kasa, whether say ye kasa pao, whether say ye kasa pao, whether say ye kasa bonio, say ye kasa bonio, you don't na sustain ye bepe mende. O kan make bi achire no bi achire na adwene na ye ko your friend say minu akwa me nka asende me o say ankalawu di ankalawu. So the point is yantimi ntina omamu a obi echere na adwene a na eha omanfo. No, we should allow everybody obi anka the oppressor worker. That is okay. Feel comfortable with obi asemo enkonkotie bi eno an se wotu baby di enkonkotie na mama medidi matem your friends Kufu Ado boys wa no ma ba betwam hwim no ma ba betwa ayampia saa bedidi atem saa obia mfrɛ obia ento sanfrɛ wo ha oba ha be ye den hweso na tran oba bi sɛ unya akomayare eye Ghana ho nkomo ne edi mintimi mfa me taxes entua obi ka. Then you turn back to come and tell me say nipa no me ni any moral right say me kan say nipa kona sem. When the president is a liar, when the president is a thief, a criminal, say president eka kire me say obesi agenda 111 with my taxpayers money. Na say o mama date or mama a timeline. Now want to be in I don't care about his 78 years already. We are not talking about yantia him few. Ghana memo look Ghana memo nti saasem we say emo obi ehunu now. Ghana memo enye ahimfie. Ghana memo enye ahimfie. Meti asesi me ya santini de me ma me fra sante mampo me papa fri offenso. Nanso so no de asante mampo hene beye no na ahimfie ana de otumfo beye no na ahimfie no me pa cho enye bobi ansa ene ekwa kirechire minsi obi ahene na me makwa kirechire mu right ena mintua tax enko asante mampo ahimfie mintua tax enko otumfo ahimfie mintua tax enko gamanche ho na de gamanche ye no me na makwa kirechire mu se gamanche se gamanche ana otumfo ana se asante mampo hene atisim ewo Ghana constitution ye mra se ofom ye mra eya ebu o my we dia otumfo ntimi nka nkyerɛ sɛ mo obi anka bi asantema mpɔhene ntimi nka nkyerɛ sɛ mo obi anka bi chebi hene ntimi nka nkyerɛ yɛ sɛ mo obi anka bi government ntimi nka nkyerɛ sɛ mo obi anka bi the constitution na a govern ye as a sovereign people enti wodi wo hene na watena manhia na wodi wo hene bɔkɔ fɛfɛɛfɛ kama no atena santema mpɔn fie no wadi wo hensɛm bɔkɔ gamanche otene baabi one ne dom omo bu omo ahemfie omo do omo mra ye omo adwuma pepepe ukọ etogba feda saa chebi saa baabia saa obia ne woni asem obia meka ohwe because on sori me fidi obi enya na fidi Ghana fo nya na ato aduane ma obia ade akyen ya yetisi krom ye adwuma kakra obi ansa beka no ye no de to aduane ni ensuo nom mama yenti ye ho asesa yeti ye ho asesa dede bia ni ho keke bia ni ho ha bia ni ho but se o say obuodu na se obetra every wahimfie na ode ye oman ne mra anima ba betwitwi fom a man for so do anim betwitwi fom adai ana no your friend say Sumpa FM and Sumpa FM I don't know Oyerepa FM the Okumase no and I know you say wa kwa kanse wo matutum anya na say America fo nyina ati say America fo nyina ati yewura otumfo sabi o wakenkai bi say yani do nti ukọ si America wo partners no show say onyi democracy ene kabima minka eni enti ene wiase na ya global village dia obeye bia na obi ahwew ade bia wo ye bia na obi ahwew what you say ade bia wo ye bia na obi ahwew so yanti eno ase enti so ohini bi ye na ade a anaso ode ne mra ye adwuma won ahemfia ye nkọ ho Ghana mabunu yensi wonkonko kahwe because yene de sabio ye beto nananom wo mon sa aseni yene ye nananom na te ne yetete ye fie enti yene de eti ase na emom se okeka na de bewura ye constitution num se constitution ne govern ye nyina no as a sovereign people no yene de udi bedi agro de a ene nkoda no so de ubedi agro on the street mu na ye no ne etra ede aba be ka kire Kufuado se wuntimi mu oman no Ghana maburu nti ase ema obi a na ada ema obi ahunahuna ema obi a nka nkire se John Mahama eche wuntimi nkara asem anasa Kufuado adi 78 years wa be ka se kwa jiska be sila eye General Hospital meboa wabu agu wunsi ye emfie miansanie akwada wadi 16 years 17 years efra a liar so you trofo se sikana ama o ye kromfo o so obu afu then you hear people talking about obi anyini chen obi so onim se wanyini na waba akokora na nka ono yere Rebecca ene o ma no matra mu fie me Akufuado fie mi nko wura ho nya hwi wo wi ase nti said de wo bebu fie bia no then we leave it but the moment what do say become taxpayers money say ka so do saka na taxpayers money no wo de be de wo pe efiri so man we mu no kasa yesi akwala de obuo bo opani anyam pani de muntie yeye se wo ye pani na udi nkwase asem a ye be ka cho se wo kwase I mean, that is the level yedura. That is the only language because you see, yentimi ntwe true, yentimi ntwe ba. The constitution no allow you say anyasa. Ene Ghana, wosi Akufuado ya de wonte ase watwe tuo. Ye bechew. Omanfo ni nyina mra no a ye de govern ye no. Ebeka bom anywadi. Se anyasa na ye no. Okay, se anyasa na ye no na se odi nkwase ade a. We will tell you, so walk was here. What the 100 years old? What the 150 years old? Nobody cares. You can do your research and publish whatever you want. Nobody cares. So be a fan. because say ya ma wo mo antiase a ye de wo ye pani sa ye omo di sa de ne frifie nti ukọ efie bebre mu a abusua bebre mu a enkokrafo ne mre we ho no a destroy families omo destroy efie no because enkola ofie no ntimi ansore ankasa omo ntimi ansore anfo mo na antia wo say hey baba baby a mo de ade na ekono mo de abusua na ekono enye ntimo fancy kwam obi aye din sa ama abusua na say we can sit and watch me ntimi emetra me tia COVID tax. Then you have somebody misbehaving. You don't think you saw microphone no. And apa ewia nyumre ye kasa. Ye magana forso kasa. You don't think you wa. All right, but before that, no, your friend is say a man fast as complaining with ECG bills. Obi send me a message be my messenger box, and I hope say meet me at track it. I hope say meet me at track it. I didn't know any parent they send me no. Okay, so one or so for archery. And my man read a portion of what he sent me. Okay, so Joshua Habori, thank you. Respect is reciprocal. It's so simple. We are penia no abu. We share nasa won't me share yesika so. Odi yesika na be niema basa. Se wodu yesika ni tua your bar school fees for Canada. Minti min sorry anopa ento fuel 300 Ghana cedis engu meka mu and risking my life on the motorway driving all down here to come and work. Me tonsu a taxi nie me twa me wo ha taxes nie me yesi a taxes nie apetesika kram pedin fu so no no a mo de bia aba beto so ene nie men ya no so sei na mpanimfo ntimi entuatua tax we nyina na wo boaboa no a wo su di kotua oba school fees wo Canada. I'm talking about Akufo-Addo ma mention no wo di kotua oba school fees wo Canada na me memra mebre na obi ntra brochire na wo ayasenwi ni ayasede ntede kakra wo akokora wuntimi nya hwe ya kra ne da asai ya mrantie ri kra ne da asai so wa mia wani pa na se ebia sei di sei ni sei na sei ya na wani mu ya gu ase na afi de adu akokora tipa fro bra he na ya kra ya ntimi nya hu na aboaje wo akokora we kra no wo hunu se ntede ede. So, over Mesika de Koyesa Adianoa, you don't expect any respect, please. And sa Emrano, a Yamuamon Crawford at the buy. When you ask those days, Samuel Kudumomi and Kodank Tenketia, Yaso Monsano, near Catchrom say, and somewhere free Muanumu Bano. Almost a Kufa de So Monka, and the penny Munu Ankola Emu penny. Today, you are facing the same thing and you are complaining. Make us ask some way because I'm not ajo. Papa be frame. No one odin wojina pa odi bi kodai. Menim say on frame phone so bi enke kan kwase asem senko ban me a kameka ni tribo dem. So ofu say wanyina no atra ofie. Wo baba odo nsa be kan your taxpayers money. Na so de be ye niema basa. And now also will be ye basa won't tiase. And someone more kind in a war, a good computer so will be Anton Tree. And ne, oh, yan basa no be catching us, oh, dear, won't tiase at the open no tears street with no ye. All right, so, a friend say, Okay, so Kojo Fiagbase, my electricity bill is over 1,000% increase. We cannot live in Ghana anymore. All right, so Saturday way Koso, but I don't know. Be a bit me actual man for Agune Esiso. Or soft watch or soft watch message or they sending me. Also, good morning, Commander. Please, Nanado and ECG has increased power last year somewhere. October, around November. And they have increased it again in February this year. Now they want to increase it again. All right, so I must say an 81-year-old man who doesn't work managing from 100 Ghana cedis to 50 with his children. Okay, so now the Osafo Ochene can say, sir, a friend say, Akokra wadi 81 years. One ne ma. And they are paying almost 100 cedis a month with electricity. Minimum experience I will come. But many will be so din komo. Also our one a friend is a tabletop fridge GB and a TV baako and AC and also auto or every month biano almost 200 or 300 Ghana cedis. Yet light auto almost 300 Ghana cedis because every 3 days also auto a year 50 Ghana cedis every 3 days within the month no auto a year 53 4 days auto 50 Ghana cedis. So which means yam fan say averagely 10 days no auto by 100. Say 30 days or top 300 Ghana cedis a month. 300 Ghana cedis a month. Minim the kind of experience also come. But then within the next 5 minutes on this particular issue about the ECG bills and or more quarter prepaid. Let's share your experience within the next 5-10 minutes. 03022088090. Me pacho strictly no ye ka electricity wasem. We have received complaints here and there. Baby bia will be across the country. More Benya FM, Central Radio Mutie from Benya FM, more Tamale Mutie from Dagban FM and other affiliate stations. Let's talk about electricity because look, they are talking about revenue. Almost Gigi, almost Sika Omoniabre. And I say as we demand what we deserve. Right? Okay, so hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, Bobby.
Good afternoon, sir.
Alabani.
Okay.
A month we are 300 Ghana cedis. Every month we 300 Ghana cedis.
Every month
300 Ghana cedis.
Okay, so who you sue chamber and hall, right?
We use 2-bedroom self-contained.
2-bedroom self-contained. And who use AC?
We use AC, fridge.
Who use air condition?
We use air condition.
You use it?
I didn't use air condition.
You don't use it? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So fridge, fan,
TV, and a machine system.
Okay. You do some ironing, you use heater, microwave.
Me use heater. Iron can weekend me I use and class uniform and I don't know.
I see.
First 200 but the 300.
Okay, first 300 start time bay.
Me thought LED month me thought 200 me is for the whole month. But since February now, since 200 and maybe I say me thought 300.
Since February, right?
Since February.
I see. Wow. Okay, all right. Thank you, bro. All right, so quick one. Remember any panel so set Lantelam to say I pay 300 Ghana cedis for every week. Really? Hello?
Hello.
Good afternoon. Yes, sir.
Pacho, will be in Florida, Sudan.
Yes, sir. Pacho, your friend self-refraining.
Pacho, your friend is Charles. Because I didn't news site.
Adenta news site. All right. Okay. So let's talk. Talk to me.
Pacho, this is just a number.
Okay.
No, If you say, first, Nanka, the BMTR, it's told light now, it's any pension or line. Nanka 50 cities in Ubiatia.
More, yes, 6.
Yes,
which means 6 rooms.
You 50 Ghana. You come one year, Koto, and you 1 month, But you say none will buy, Ubia so 200 cities.
Now, you have 50. But now, say, 100. Wow.
And son, a Niato, 1 month power.
I see.
Okay,
so more the started time.
February, March, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so a very sad situation anyway. Togbi Badasu is here. All right. So hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pacho. More video name come from Kakrama and Pacho. All right. Okay, good. Hello. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Pacho, you're first of free.
I am from Agreement Kaswa.
Kaswa. All right. So let's talk.
I have some first let me talk 50 Gamisu TV fine. Me talk 50 Ghana me kono be 2 weeks. But you say 50 Ghana no 3 days now. You say 1 month be am pan say 1 me ekobe 2 Ghana.
We also just fun and TV.
TV asa. Me fan say me sound system say dey na me fee.
We use fridge.
David.
We use microwave.
David.
We use heater.
David.
But sometimes you do ironing.
Iron cry me no we say like we say last time me and tamata do kumana.
Okay, so which means every month you are doing around 200 Ghana to 250, right?
Yeah.
Or salary, you say?
Yeah, consult my need to be an eduman back.
So which means you live on hand to mouth daily.
Yeah, hand to mouth. Perfect.
And yes, be a bossumi who are fixed salary. Me
big gumana to be sir.
I see. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. We are sorry. All right. That is a very sad story there. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Pacho, first of all,
yeah, sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I first because that's
Ashoman.
Yeah.
Okay, so share any enkasa edian ekoso.
Light as much again. Isn't Andrea for 50 and
Unim me yanti won kan ye, so take your time.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Me isn't Andrea for 50 light. Me download to so within 30 minutes of the off. And for my phone is of meet and
Tobo and pay out to 50 Ghana.
And that's yesterday night. And my job.
And I asa and
within a short and I didn't know how to find with that way to call ECG. My coffee was almost with the car.
Wow.
So I don't know the money in the car. Now it's more than the car. ECG point there. We need to over so much time.
Wow. Anyway, all right. So, but the point is, PURC4 and protect your consumers, and I don't know the kind of work they are doing. And BBR politics. Now, Kamel Mohammed says, but ECG are just criminals because before September last year, 1 unit was 34 pesos, and now it's 124 per unit. Hello.
Very nice. Afternoon.
Pacha, first of free.
Dinah from Medina.
Oh, okay. The Dinah. Let's talk.
Yes. First, let me say, 2 weeks me to 50 Ghana. But if you know, me to 80 Ghana 7 days. Nah, sir.
Okay, so who you sue chamber and hall, right? With air condition.
There be a patch. I don't want to fan me, you know. And that you know, so when you say so, you put on the bar, idea. I'm assuming. And a fridge, you know, so air block when I do, but still.
And now, auto
50 or 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
If you try to Ghana 7 days.
80 Ghana 7 days, let's start the time, babe.
Mean to me recording. Say last month or say last month.
Last 2 months, okay. All right. Okay.
And I started seeing say, Okwa Tona Asano. Now I'm see negative, a cadaso. I did a meet to a metia council, then a cadas. Only in TRC. A sound so a son, I draw our own team got talk. This app no so, won't mean to phone no so view.
Okay. All right. Okay. Auntie Dana, yeah, that's it. I am someone for very sad stories to share. Now, Aquarius says, good afternoon, Commander. Please, in fact, now we are dying. First, I used to buy prepaid 50 Ghana cedis per month, but now I have to buy about 175 per month. That's 175 Ghana cedis per month. And it seems like Joseph Lenogu says, we used to pay 250 cedis, but now we are paying 500 cedis a month. We have small store attached to the main house. It is more than 100% increment since January this year. Joe from Moicho City. Hello.
Hello.
Pacho, your friend, your friend.
Pacho, your friend, Ala Atikiri, Lukasafuri, Edith Mamodi.
Okay, Ala.
Honorable Yusuf Judge, I was watching out.
Major so.
Pacho, Mrs. Kabi, Ochi, wayside. I'm a summer. Now catch them, say, me friend, I'm a catch them. Oh no, auto light, you know, auto 200. Within 1 week to almost 10 days, now the answer. But free the corner what you use. But I don't know how move. No, see, last 7 months, 6 months, no, move to me to 80 Ghana. It's me through maybe 3 weeks simple. They see I am through in Ponasa.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Lamle or that Lamte says go to court, Abi. And now I mean, you know, what's my okay? Only my team. So I wonder. Maybe I would do frabridge by enche unim de koso. Talk about as you say, such a huge program as this that is supposed to be a national eye opener. Your affiliate station Takrake, so let me leave this one. Such a sense says the best option is to do illegal connections and form neighborhood watchdogs so that we can inform neighbors to be on the lookout when the ECG people come around. And such a sense, you are preaching violence. I mean, be careful. Just be careful. Trust me, be careful. And you must say, let's talk about it. I mean, hey, say energy minister Crown and Venezuela America here the Obia no nyasem. But baby are watching the person legal connection, normal forming watchdogs and ECG for they have been complaining about this kind of confrontations between the ECG revenue tax force and citizens. And even this afternoon they were talking about it. So we need to be careful. Davidson Ken Adukame says, since Monday, some parts of New Ningo lights went off till now, and the light is not back. All right, so hello. Hello. Hello.
Ajuma we minyayanka every week bianka o de say ajuma we so e hire ni o baba me timo ko kuya se e ni pa 4 ni e use electricity ke say but make say every 2 weeks dey 50 Ghana
every 2 weeks
me cut every 2 weeks dey 50 Ghana kona ke say o ko to be gusu a unni eye na asa o so no pa e bia na do midnight na light no ko you come na ade we die you see say electricity say omusho omujuma no muyendi because akwai say omakata omuni no bunyi pakeke obra enyo ajuma so ni wa yeye nti say we see electricity nkoa e fan say every month be able to 100 Ghana All
right, so let's talk about this. Boss me I say.
Kobra me me busu nyakatua jamme se djuma ya na me ye boka kra. Kobra se so akufa do matement boye de. Ayon wo boye de. E ke bi ni ho mpa wo ye. E wo mu ani ni pa feel ba ko no akokoye. E no kra de ni ye say 1.2 120. Kobra it is every month they are able to electricity nko awo 100 Ghana. Kobra akufa do na busu for mu ku Ghana for. All right. Thank you no mutu position no mu di joma ha mo tem se dia se de o mu na ye so hwe de o mu ye Ghana.
All right, thank you. Kwajo Fiagbe says Commander, my electricity bill has jumped from 60 Ghana cedis to 1,400. No, Kwajo Fiagbe, this is abnormal. It can't be possible. It's either you are lying or maybe when your new gadgets be, it's not possible. Emmanuel says, okay, so I buy 50 Ghana cedis every 3 days. And these are the things, wow. Okay, so these are the things I'm using now. Fan, TV, 4 bulbs. I iron once in a blue moon due to that. I normally put off my fridge and air condition, yet I'm still buying same. All right. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Patrick. First of everything.
Patrick, let's
okay, mommy, I'm over feeding and for mommy. Why?
Patrick.
All right. Nanny and share what experience.
Patrick. Nice as some way, dear. Obia, ni yen be no more yen to cry, yen I ask them yamabo. Sure say me back to ado me money do every week me saw 30 Ghana na 40 yama hon the best me. Make one no the end do 1 week na time. It me calculate 1 month do one me for 1.2. It do on 100. Adani say yes to the and the chef idea these days and I say I can the bank of was so Mr. It's me 30 Ghana and the money akalam. There's I didn't tell me how I did yes spaghetti in your mother and the photo. Yeah, the picture I'm back. Yes, I there's it's like that to me. I have to see my son.
Okay. Wouldn't be hard when they say okay, you will talk about it, right? We will talk about it. I think say may pick my last caller. And hello.
Hello.
Your first of referring.
Hello, Commander.
Yes, sir. Your first of referring.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Mr.
Dodowa.
Yes.
All right. Maybe I want to do
it's so top power.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Me put no. Now me talk 60 Ghana. It's taking me 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There's a same 60 Ghana taking me 2 weeks. There's a 140. And do 2 weeks no nasa.
I see.
Hello.
Auto 140 in 2 weeks now, sir.
NASA.
Wow.
What's
Dodo Wawa?
That's fine. Commander, I don't know what I want to say. Who bet as an Osaka 50 cities? So Osaka 50 cities now end 2 hours. Now a cop.
I see. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right, VAR, Mensaka information, good information. VAR they are sending me, so we are fine. VAR they are sending me, so we are fine. All right, thank you. Kwesi Texan in London, a very good friend, says, good afternoon, Commander. In all this, where is Kofi Kapito? Times have changed indeed. Thanks, Kwesi Texan. Yeah, Kwesi, now say once a while you hear from Kofi Kapito, no about Babeka, Bakubi, Obeka Bakubi. Now, Obeka could be no call. Main point in this Kofi Kapito so Yene Juma, and he is an MPP card bearing member. As to how our Yene Juma no Kofi Kapito fancy that say ono onye eye MPP ni Kofi Kapito mfensi ida. And Kofi Kapito ka always obia ni say oya MPP ni, so I mean it's not a big deal. Now Alexander questions Commander about the tax street lights and even some of the street lights are not working. They don't. Yes, of course. Obi ka say ubetimi akokota. Sa kokot no. Enye better sa say, but they said baby across imagine. Such a sense as it seems you do not understand my point. Look, I bought prepaid with the ECG, and for over a month my meter was not credited after back and forth. Later, when the token was sent to input it on the meter, the token was used up. Meanwhile, I was not the one who used the power. My money is gone. So tell me, if you were to be the one, won't you do illegal connection? Such a sense, you see, the point is, you just want me to support you to do something that is illegal. I said, someone say, you are talking about people should do illegal connection, then they should form watchdogs, ECG workers bar. No more DSC. I'm telling you that it's what you are. I mean, you are inciting people against government institution. It's wrong. It's wrong. I can't just allow you. Yes, you are my friend, but I can't just allow you to put anything on our page and walk away. So fine, Makai, and Metiase, and you know yourself. Say it's wrong. You can't do that. Ghana yanti jungle, yanti room, yanti fear. What do I say? Yes, here were issues, very biting ones. Let's talk about it. Right? Okay. So, Samira Achaya says from buying 200 Ghana cedis a month to 500 Ghana cedis a month is a terrible situation. 300 between 300, difference 300. Jamal Osman says, okay, great job. All right. Thank you, Jamal. Solomon says, so come now, who is the NDC version of Kofi Kapito? We don't have any NDC version of Kofi Kapito. You can be NDC version of Kofi Kapito if you want to. But Nanama, I think this ECG issue is getting out of hands.
This connection exercise no more.
There be Bill Sankrofu to Anoshi. Anoshi. Many Krofua Kasa says here, Utie a month for Obuoha no tia a beer 50 cedis or top light 50 cedis. It may take 2 weeks. Now the person needs to buy 80 cedis, 100.
For how many days? For
2 weeks. If you cry lesser. If you cry lesser, so we follow various phone calls by then I don't know your situation.
My situation is a mere condition quite same so because me top power. Because first, you know, so we top power 100 cedis. Now you na estimate me 2 weeks. But I say me 200 cedis ya. Bear say 1 week na asa. So eti kwabna on say o kan akwa kosi say obi the message bi ba odo on condone but say more na am increasing utility tariffs especially power ECG for no e dey na cost.
But I think Akufo-Addo anybody me catch say Kwame ya was I think Nanado in opposition say oba obetete electricity so na
Oda so to hear can anado the boy me catch the Ghana.
No, at least we can you bet me a my den for a very fresh for kakra.
But Ghana for you we say someone anado can opposition and I am true. And it was that so tiano more after say 7 years. Our anado abemusa akwa fa 2016 anado kwa benaminu mi enu tie. E dia ba sell anado can in 2016 na ye adwuma. How many times even kwa ya crisis mu sa your friend say COVID okay COVID 2020 6 months to elections one can check Ghana for say one my free water or me free light e dey na kosi here after 2021 elections after 2011 kwadu opon kuma me kan check say kania ni so na nye free Anyone man PULC for any new utility tariffs buy. This year, make come a percentage you de buy. This year, February, PULC me ya but me percentage. February, PULC add new tariffs buy. Water, and our friends who friend say electricity. Last quarter, 2022, yeah, to Swaning Kania bomb almost 50%. Was it 50 or yeah?
It's more than 50.
Yeah, more than I think almost best 80% or so. Yeah, to some best and Swaning Kania boom, Kania then another door super. Yeah, two more almost best, I think 80 to best 100%.
So Nanama, you see, me feeling, I see danger ahead.
Kwabna danger ahead, didn't you say?
Because from 1st May, GRA the directives on these new taxes. So which means from 1st May, we are going to pay new taxes on a so enum, whether bottle, sachet, Coca-Cola, Fanta, whatever. Adebia yetonom yogurt the cacao
fruit and juice no money that drinks.
I mean pot importers almost income tax.
Yeah, too.
How much do I earn? Right now, looking at the current situation, those who are taking 500 Ghana cedis home. We even have radio workers, a BJ 500. You go to some of the radio stations, a BJ 300 Ghana. I wonder how those who take 1,000 cedis are going to survive. Those who take 500 Ghana cedis. If we don't take care, we are giving in for a terrorist. Because now the terrorist groups across West Africa, they have money. Yeah, they have money. And Sky Omuwano, when they start recruiting, because mind you, say Ghana Bebuna wadi 20 years. And ya person what ten ho if your mama no papa no ontimi high dine. Ontimi high dine. Rent. I mean, it's absurd. It doesn't make sense. So from rent to light bill to water bill, when the person cannot enjoy life as a normal human being, obviously the person becomes a criminal. And now when you go to Haiti, I hope so I follow the course of Haiti. Criminal gangs fighting civilians. They need to survive. They want to survive. A survivor. And as we speak, what is happening in Sudan? Yes, but you see, the issue of Sudan, no, definitely being an influx of illegal immigrants. Omoba, Burkina, terrorists for Taiwan.
And Tomatoes for Kumase, Wamo Queen Madden and a Kasai. Was a madam, Yamine Kaya Huni Mubi, Yetimi Burkina, Fortumantus Kakraba.
Okay.
Was a Sabaya Ube Remu, was a wood in a 1 more 20 ma, no betram Weshia. We see Kill Crow in an Magi.
Really?
Was a year qua, ye who dead bodies, yeah, no 6 p.m. Queen Mother, ye tomato sellers association. Or say, ye who dead bodies. Ye kumunipa bodies no so. Who remua, a yadum, who see cow de coyano, who born passing and coupon bebo mu remua codiaba. Burkina Faso, hey yao. Okay,
so Romeo Zico says, I want to know whether if MPP food soldiers also buy electricity. Yes, of course they buy. They buy. They pay for water bills and all that. But so Nanama and Nameka say, I see danger. Now, you know what your Upon Kroma was working with Joy FM. And Upon Kroma no koye seminar bi. Na Upon Kroma eka assembly hadia wo hu a e man ye mehye no. Unfortunately, Upon Kruma a party bar power no.
Me here in Africa in Accra include traffic. I'm sure it frustrates you as well. There are things like corruption that make all of us mad when we listen to the radio and hear all the chatter every morning. When you turn on your taps and they are not running, or you switch on the lights and they go off, there are things that frustrate us. There are things that scare me. I'm sure they scare you too. I'm getting scared at the increasing rate of robbery in our cities today. I'm getting worried when I see the population numbers go up and the employment numbers not necessarily go up. It worries me that in the very near future, we're going to see something we don't like. But those are some of the things that, get me scared or disappointed or worried. Me here in Africa in Accra include traffic. I'm sure it frustrates you as well. There are things like corruption that make all of us mad when we listen to the radio and hear all the chatter every morning. When you turn on your taps and they are not running, or you switch on the lights and they go off, there are things that frustrate us. There are things that scare me. I'm sure they scare you too. I'm getting scared at the increasing rate of robbery in our cities today. I'm getting worried when I see the population numbers go up and the employment numbers not necessarily go up. It worries me that in the very near future, we're going to see something we don't like. But those are some of the things that, get me scared or disappointed or worried. It's not necessarily go up. It worries me that in the very near future, we're going to see something we don't like.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Upon Kroma was predicting doom, right? You got to Akufo-Addo on Peace FM. You got to Akufo-Addo. And before our Mobebano,
the Okwatina Peace FM man waka Sabrina a Tunisia president.
Yeah.
The Hosseini Mubarak, right?
I can't remember.
Okay, ni didn't say BBC.
But we know what happened in Tunisia.
Yeah, obi etweja tu ni mu uprising ya esi Tunisia. Yeah. I don't know the question Peace FM so a no work kan na wie na ayi. Lawyer Martin Pebu Eka no. Sarah Spring ne de.
Yeah.
Send ye tie bia na betimi aba.
Oh. But you see, utie Kwajo Upon Kroma ekasa. Yeah, the free light bill near the Abesia. To be honest with you, a man for us suffocating.
Papa.
Some of the citizens feel like Adiabechinen kame wukra and kamepe. The kind of a year ahoma abino dia so Ghana for corner and and this is Kwajo Kroma, this boy working with multimedia, and as usual, they teach them how to pretend as a neutrals, because those days we meet Kwajo Upon Kroma, MPP and NDC, they are all the same. They will destroy the country. Actually we are doing our job. We don't care about anybody. Your committee be or sometimes joy. Almost my council be almost tiasiena. Now Kwajo Upon Kroma. Me sorry asile me sidia kodwa we shoot him no.
Meeting
Allah, na go situ ehwemeba, na go situ na so wanya nkwase akeka no a. We know you guys as MPP boys, Gabin mu training mo, and we teach him how to pretend. So this boy our program na what says you ohun trafficker na ne yemase no. Because enye ne party enye Akufo-Addo net so. Ohun eye armed robbery na ne yemase no. Ohun say ya to pipe mu na ne yemase. Ohun say ya dum kania na ne yemase. Okay, so we are talking about light bills and water.
Half of that is the working population of Ghana, some 12-13 million. That's 600,000. You don't know for
right? Obu petrol free. So niyamo nshino. Obu free. Your friend is say
when you pay you allowance is free. Then tadi obeshe
the light you free.
Or to state bungalow.
Exactly.
You provide security 24/7 at the mano.
And you say armed robbery and your problem mano. Right? On rented die. About rented die be an ega na ire or person mo have on privacy. Say the crown or sorry coupons at least 10,000, 20,000 gunikemu. And they say no, on your scared. On slobi bia, right? Now this young boy went to a program predicting doom
for Ghana.
Yeah, that. Now let's go and listen to Akufo-Addo. Then we can juxtapose it with a year upon Kroma Asem. Then you realize that these guys were planning. Says Akufo-Addo we need election noa. So mine be cry and shit because they were preparing a man for argument towards it. Just imagine a man for Tisi Krum say, Eugene, always watch me, right? Watch me. All right. So you're going to go to Akufo-Addo, right? Now. That time they were preparing.
Half of that is the working population of Ghana, some 12, 13 million. Not 600,000. You don't know for when you did when you can say I'm marketing. Everyone say half of that is the working population of Ghana, some 12, 13 million. Not 600,000. You don't know for when you did when you say I'm marketing, when you know, who can't boom more, a Ghana is sick as some. And it's all quain beer, which me a man abandoned says, Uncle Fwing in Abinia, who didn't room, could be the bedge manner. I don't know which me a sick as some, and what dear Bemuma, a Juman switch me up. Titu, Ghana says, dear way. May they have me, a hammy pa, any Juma in the home I am. Cause no a coso sa me nka se me baba ye Jeremiah abaka se bibi fun betumi asi wo da bi me mpesa nesa nenso so no so wahwe wi ase abako ho asema wonim se man bi wo ho ekro bi wo ho a adwuma nim ema ye mabru a kaniki asembeto so man da mabi their friend of Arab Spring. Arab Spring. It started with Tunisia. Young boy, I think 23-year-old boy. Awako school, enya degree, I say. Unye Juma. And one day in protest on Washington. Can you imagine the level of desperation involved in Nipa? So I bet say. I said, we are singing a bassa. When it need us will be a bibia be a mouth. It's no or show home at the Akansem at your mouth. There no buyer no air to say a jar or Tunisia because now for baby it is on. No, if we are one year war, Musa
with this reckless character.
Okay, and Kwabna Winim. ECG increment ni ade na wo ka no unim this year ya first February ya increment PLC di buy electricity 29.96%.
Okay.
And we electricity I just almost 30%, you know. And water so 8.3%. So this year nko no ya to ensuo ni nkania buomu me fan say 38%.
Okay.
Yeah, me fan say 38%.
Yeah.
And electricity nkuano ya tumu 30%. This year first quarter. But last year August, PULC the omudi buy ni electricity ye tumu 27.15%. And na water enso no ye tumu 21.55%. So within from August February bepem samre no wo hwa light nkoano 30 and then 27 no that just say you tumu 57%.
Yeah.
57% from August bepem samre ya ye kasa no electricity ya tumu 57%. And as a water so ya tumu this one 8 and then 21, so ya tumu best 30%. It's utility tariffs in kwa yetu and water. And I just say electricity no ya tumu last year August ebe pim April ya ye kase no So this one is 57 and then this one is 30. So it's 87% kwabra. From August ebepim April utility tariffs ensuing kanea bono ya tumu kwabna 87%.
Na Ghana Jumaini oje say.
Okay, say last year salary increment was public sector.
Yeah, 30%.
No, 4%.
4%.
And this year I'm saying 7%. 30% don't go far away.
Oh, okay. Okay.
4% and then 7%. And one. But kwabna utility tariffs in Kwani ya tumu 87%.
Okay. And Nanama, you heard your man talking about graduates awonye adwuma. Na ni wiase nyina asa. Na sa graduate no timi ko gina presidency etweji ato ne homu a. You can imagine the kind of uprising. Okay. Then 3 days ago, physician assistants decided say omunya adwuma nye onkotwa eja ento ne homu. But okokana sem akyere
penibi
ye chi omo koko group. You see sometimes ayana Akufo-Addo supporters no, I think is either when you become a Akufo-Addo supporter, it's either you become a mad person or a fool. Because when you listen to Akufo-Addo, now Osha Adia Oye Nenua Senyami Mawakuma, because just look at this reckless man sitting at Peace FM studios with Kwame Sefakai.
That time was no minor situation a woman no. And Nedia quarter crown because Obikuta sabe 5 Ghana cedis ya obetimi atokenke kese pa 1 cedi 50 pesos is 2 out of fish 2 cedis but this okuta 10 Ghana cedis no wato skenke ni baako out of fish aka ho.
So which means when you listen to Kojo Ponkroma now tie Akufo-Addo virtually yenya kwai metu galam say ye pese betu galam say right ye pese ye be wia omai no. You can't talk about thieves in Ghana and leave Kojo Ponkroma out. A criminal boy. Now yenim bibiano COVID money issues, and you hear them talking about NDC bad, they'll pay their way out, they have friends in NDC and all that. Yanam say I see danger because say edru no so na se mahama so ne nkrofo e wo mu fia ahwe ya people will take the laws into their own hands. The street will be ungovernable and civilians will start facing each other. Amafo be face wo mo and ye nyina ye nyam no street mu na obi anko. That is what is happening in Haiti and other places. And therefore ye ka baba be so say baby a oman no ekeka kono. Look, Ohima 1st May so almost say implemented taxes we are asembeba
1st May.
I'm telling you.
Because Kwabna with the current hikes we call market here. Share me kind of markets in real news so. Almost this year started 2023. Yellow corn not bag no 650 say 1,000 Ghana cedis. Na white corn brofita no na 550 say 950 Ghana cedis. And we new taxes we say no VAT no new taxes near the emba you.
Yeah.
And it is a share sa niema we say nyina ne niema boa ye din ukodwa so akwabena ukọ market ya the way niema boa ye din no na say new taxes we say ba be kan wa miasa to niema mu a me nji wa chinyi so obeka say from 1st May be before ebetimi esi.
And you know said they are losing out with the IMF deal.
Pa and finance minister so cross out to yenkra we bra no Washington DC ni say electricity bills crown utility tariffs crown and so ba be ye do ba betum na no here oh yeah last week here no sa chief executive officer oda isija no waka wase kada ho enti no Ghana fo mbo aye ho say enchi ye betum. Oh yes,
with the current situation.
Yes,
you see, so which means they are preparing a man for mind towards chaos. That is what I feel. yɛntimi mu ɔman no a yɛntwa gyantum yɛbɛyɛ dɛ atwa gyatum yɛnyɛ nneɛma a ɛbɛhyɛ nkurɔfoɔ abufuo aroba na yɛntwa gyantum ne yɛnwane. I know Akufo-Addo and his family, they are finding a way to run away. For that one, everybody is aware. They are finding a way, out how to just run away from the country and escape justice. Finito. Some have decided to pay their way out, whoever takes over, whether it's a military, a year or you, and I say, Yakotuaba etuomo, they are finding a way, they have the money to pay their way out. When we get there, see another level. But the point is, say, on roba. Now the ordinary Ghanaian a year or earning just 500 Ghana cedis. You have ministers, they don't pay electricity bills, they don't pay water bills. The ministers also want so now anka wamwa yede nkania de echo mu free no. Yemfa mekusin ECGI also want to use the free.
Omoda so aji coupons for fuel.
Yes, omoje. What is your announcement so omoje? Omoje. So you want to live a luxurious life with your people. At the
expense of Ghana.
Then you want the ordinary citizen no eco circle or Kotakra de Cape Coast to Jom Kotokraba eco bre then you are telling the person say cry just say yes I to a light bills with the current ones we just spoke about this afternoon. Say and Ghana ni be out here and prepare or margin. Well, maybe I don't know if one day a beer consumers water light obia bet me atiesi abonten na say Akufo-Addo supporters here there ye tua kra ye ho toye enti ye ntinsi abonten bi right
8 months
maybe if there's a spontaneous street action where a man for a binder who say look we can't take it any longer
because within 8 months it was salary say no from best 2021 urban so was salary 5,000 with their current enema buono salary require quite said about would you 2,000
okay
I quite say would you 2,000 because I did make now 4 cedis and I did make it 8 cedis 50 pesos but I quite 9 Ghana cedis from 2021 2 years me I did make from 4 cedis I do 8 cedis 50 pesos 9 cedis it is a kwabana who sika 5,000 say they say would you 2,000 wa Ghana ha and more be a 5 kilos so na your best 75 Ghana cedis say your best 150 Ghana cedis and Milo sachet in kitwe ya ni ya turn 8 cedis money adedi say 24 Ghana cedis. Eti wo de be ne maboa de na ye tum bagana fo aye din ba se de na NPP wo opposition bia na nka na ye hu demonstration labor unions organized labor unions no at the end of the day ne Ghana fo adwadifo no ne ade e kan ye hu bom na nka kwabena e ka ye tie gu abonche nka ban be hu se ase ye ni abre but ye tum aye din
no but Nanama this conversation and ra ye di
but ye tum se kwabena ye di
yes the point is say even the opposition parties, PNC, CPP, NDC, they are afraid.
What about the organized labor associations? No.
There you now say Abai Sisa, the Oba Betrasun slow. Now me meeting baby I'm teaching in many
any equipment talk was what
that is the problem.
It is a second of Riata. You see the boss so
the reason why from the 79 coming Amafo enya akukodro sorry jinaye is that Senagana for Pejomoni a figure called Rollins. They see that figure. And that figure is ready to take bullet at any day, any time. What do you say? And yesterday in this 4 year akukodro no.
But leader no.
Yes.
But nebiniho.
Well, Obiankun in a style of leadership.
Okay.
What do you say?
Okay.
But I'm talking in general, say, on my way, because Rollins time, the year in Betu, you know, Nanya or Munko support NDC and PNDC in Kwana and Rollins. Even there were people in the other side that they were angry with leadership. and they decide. As I speak to you now, look, so be sorry, Ghana. I'm telling you, Ubenya about MPP 40% to follow the person. Yeah. Ubenya say na. I mean, you say MPP we talk to them every day. They talk to us. We know their mindset right now. And you kakra bi no mo ba omiane akufa ne gabi no ho no ene ye dede. But enkrofo wo form a they are peeved, they are angry, they are looking for them to even beat them. Trust, oh yeah, they are look say you know na ya meka ya na ya MPP for no say oh ya NDC for na so obi na be sa MPP omko opposition omko for bo ebe bo omo okrom ha no the attacks they will face they can't go anywhere. They will just stay in their rooms. Say businesses are collapsing. NDC businesses for exactly. Okwa bosu aka, okwa makola, okwa du, okwa takwa de baby. Businesses now collapsing. Kwa bina madam fubiara menene kwa sorry baby ana meti face. Mr. Ajima mi body din. Mr. Ajima mi di dwama amatem sa. No was sini fie kese pa. E wo ka so ho no mu baby. Ye kwa Sunday lo sapa. No agina bon. Na Mr. Ajima was hey Ricky. Dear me di dwama amatem mi timi ko di awade didi. But Mr. Jimai ene sa Mahama time na no timi di na tem sa na ontimi ko awade adidie no na manti bia oyi container manti bia ono ya drinks can drinks no lucozade no ni adade energy drinks no ni adade me say the last year we friend me say enti NDC for so tena se ahwa ama na where say you so ye describe president Akufo me ntimi nka wa o sinti NDC for so shama kwa we say yi etwa 8 years. Wo yare. And am say so ye bema. Wo abodam. E so da e ho na me be. The next year me be. And I've heard them omunkrofo no omo a kire wo mo no. Ube no ma ye video. NDC nye serious political party. And NDC for ati di din no mo hwe. NDC in opposition omo nkeka omo ho. Why nkeka no? You see, immediately you hear from such a person who say, well, your body is complete. Menem Kumasi last year, Muna, Menem Krumsabe na exchange rate. Mi Rama, mi Bishop, hey, and this if when someone thinks you come in, ye knew Omachi. What chamber? What chamber? Omun thinks you come in, knew Omachi. Why did I was and this if when one more time was saying, Jomun thinks you come in, knew Omachi. Says, say, Omo Kofa problem ne no. They are the ones complaining. Yes. And they are the ones talking. In any case, an American say, at least, Senka, if there is a figure, sorry, or best sorry, I didn't say, hey, I deal with Yamanisi. Pablaka Gana be ye butu. I'm bound for join by the point, they say, may, and maybe a rest don't get your assembly. Initial maintenance. Let them do one house or say, Quabra. Yenya womo na ebi nko womo ani kakra ebi ko womo ani kakra womo an be sore say no ekwa bia so ese etu Akufo-Addo initial na mentiase but later no now so wodika because there are some of the people on social media complaining today they will tell you me campaigning my Akufo-Addo but they say the NDC to wash Akufo-Addo NDC nya dey e dey na NDC nya obi nya odey e come de wa e de won ko a e de won wan the business ya collapse so you realize that we have mad people wearing suits and me so me who's wa bodam a o ka se ma I don't no I don't pay attention because I don't know can wa bodam we bodam ni just say on wrong ho that go be kum wo yere no ma gu dem because me nam go fa buy me no ne koi. Now you hear Kofi Bento talking about, look, Omo Mkasano, intimidations, Akufo-Addo, or MPP mu, intimidation and also Nebini. Omo kasa about diverting public funds. Akufo-Addo diverting a party money. And you want say, only can ufuriata, any a friend say, Abankwa yebua a family and friends and your cabinet can flatter and run MPP party a friend say class of class incompetence in opposition and then of course even MPP in crisis MPP in crisis in opposition MPP in crisis any crisis on do minor come and when to me ready when you know who said no Akwa the issue is not about the party the issue is about leadership giving the country to this guy, he will give us troubles. Looking at idea or MPP, no. So what Jimmy?
Well, Brano, that time no opposition leader. Yeah, or that party like MPP and no crisis. Your party in MPP, your crisis.
What do I say?
Leadership crisis.
What do I say?
Or techile, no to be na apofokonum na ye omako. No man kwa ibi kwa mi TV your sister Lisa Hotel me akwankobo se Kwame Mpiani mo suo se de be nyina ho.
Enti se nipa no opposition ye sa de we nyina wantimi wona ase se onim wo makenkai wantimi ankenkai eredi ankwa akiri na so obo se sia be complain say ai na yenim se na beye na yenim se Akufo-Addo ebe bibi papa wantimi wonim nyansa. You are just a foolish person walking on the street. Everybody should ignore you because you are just a foolish person. Ade no question wa hu ya catch us enipa na de we no person oye opeso odi boni say wa hu say catch us opeso odi boni. Then the person is here. Then you turn back and come and tell us I'm MPP ni ba menu me ho NDC enyere wo mo ntu o mo. Why you no ho ntu an? Why you no ho no ntu?
We are scatter party.
Scatter party.
Yeah, the country.
Na do o my asene.
O do my asene.
What bodam?
Obi a scatter party before no beba power no the national chairman the general secretary party nim kinkre kunkuro kinkran eniema basa wono so na ye leader of the party was scatter party near do my asene hey you radgana I mistake
na no sabat trend this in penifo so ene jo mama nom so se monyere mo ho mo anyere mo ho de anya medi mo atem hey na obi da gwa fa Akufo-Addo bae deal with your shit. And sometimes you think about them and it's like as when you are down for na daily. Why me to about Akufo-Addo. I've never campaigned. I've never supported him in anything in my lifetime. Never. It will never happen. Knowing who he is, a very reckless man who doesn't think, only distraction. Yes, say idea. No, I don't have that time. Okay, so now quick one. Let's do this. Now, John Mahama, who do we say no? Remember John Mahama issues and also. Typical example of what we are talking about is Kofi Benton.
Mm-hmm.
And Kofi Benton fan cheme. And Minia Franklin Kujo fan cheme. Unim said now they are trying to whitewash a friend is say Bawumia. Like Bawumia is clean from the current situation. When him say as someone in Crawford in Namne say Bawumia will come and save the economy. And last time I heard John Kuma Bawumia will come and save the economy. Oh, and your best Ghana and penny for me no. Sani man etete bi na mintimi nsoma no ene makoma muntino. Na wako kan bibia se bobienye, enye se bobienye. So we say Jimini kasa. John Kuma say, John Kuma I know he's a foolish boy. He one of the boys I picked. No bass and pan and nice chale. He never worked. Into a nim said ye Ghana nisi brefa. John Kuma nya adwuma da say me wie school ma ya adwuma e wa ha me jeep salary until party bar power menya position me wie ska. Oh, onim hwe onya adwuma da. Yeah adwuma me ma ya adwuma over 20 years in Ghana. I've paid taxes. Me to bibia. I've worked in Ghana and for over 20 years. Me did 21 years. And I'm saying some here in Ghana. Asha me ame. What you say? To me make Ghana somewhere. Obi ti say John Kuma ne sami okunum to me ma me jira and onya adwuma da. Then listen to him. Bawumia ba no beba be save economy no. Meanwhile, you are a deputy minister of finance with a stupid man like Kenoforiata sitting out there, criminal, destroying everything.
Na Bawumia onya part of the economy no economic management team no finance minister can Bank of Ghana can the chairman.
You don't get
it. Bawumia no beba be save Ghana economy no e kwan be so.
So now what they are doing is that yebe yusu CSOs onkwasi ade no omudi ye no omosi abeye bio and they have started with Kofi Benton.
Okay.
Kofi Benton already no ono Bawumia da for da Bawumia no ehwe no.
Okay.
Everybody should get it. Oye Bawumia so Kofi Benton ka asemuntia Bawumia even in the face of this all has or attack Akufo-Addo nkwa. Or attack Akufo-Addo. Okay, so young Kofi Bento tweets on Bawumia no egua. For Guayama highlight dates no. Highlight dates no quick one. I have the next 30 minutes to do this work. Any other to be nominated na manye na yemfamrewie. And then NDC primaries no analysis. Okay. So I have the next just 30 minutes to do. Now listen to your brother Kofi Bento. Ghana Nibia Obebiano, just follow us. Okay, so Nanama. Who can I see the date? Date no about Buame. About Buame.
Me cry, now you know what can about me, I know.
Okay, so Tobo. Right. Where February 2018.
Okay.
February 2018. As at 2018 February, not Ghana dollar no any problem. I'm a almost 40 member committee.
Okay.
Yeah, Kofi Bento. On one in year, Franklin Kujo.
Eka
ho. Tio. Now February, 2018. Peace FM online. Tie. Yoni Abema.
Kofi Bento. Ana Franklin Kujo. Okay, me ko Facebook.
Okay. Now, what the Ababa Beto. Kofi Bento say, I hope Bawumia becomes president. Samira, first lady. Bento. Wahu. So wahu.
No.
2018.
Okay.
2018 and that dollar issue na share. And here na man for Pimba Bawumia say kino MCIGP kino atiafa so no. This is Kofi Bento. Okay, so let's go another statement from Kofi Bento. Let's say, case this Kofi Bento is a political businessman, no problem. But me I tell for any Kofi Bento or maybe or supporter, I don't have any problem. Maybe some more the kind of politics are very shrewd politics. Ya mo yen or my way mo. E ya mo so mo niate. They polish people and bring them to Ghanaians. Wednesday, 7th October 2020, Ghana Web. Bawumia is the best in Ghana's political scene today, Kofi Bento. Meanwhile, 2020, before 2020, no, na dollar na jinse mama yate a 40 member a committee a woman share acquire a befa source dollar na no. Abra na Bawumia wa that's your vice president and head of the economic management team. You see, when you tell them that look, book a dumb and they are becoming mad people on the street. Sorry, bro. Kofi Bento, sorry. I don't have anything against him. He's a very nice person, a very nice gentleman. I like him personally. Trust me. I like Kofi Bento personally. But you see, sometimes if you are stupid, you are stupid. Look at the date. Wednesday, 7th October 2020. Ghana Web. Me pacho se uti trotro mu uwo fie uwo office mu obi already be whether bobi and Nana Jacques is lying or not. Fracture Crawford in the economic crisis in 2020 and me cited 2018 that Imani Franklin Kujo was part of the 40-member economic. Me pacho, then you come and tell us Bawumia is the best in Ghana's political scene today, Kofi Bento.
Bawumia to me, yanka Franklin Kujo nanko baba be.
Can you imagine?
Bawumia to me, ya.
Can you imagine?
Finance Minister and Bawumia nko to me, ya.
Can you imagine?
Franklin Kujo and ka obaba ye de.
That is madness. Oh, ukaso mabo bada mom say, oh yeni ano didi atem. You are
that time na BBSC, na BB say BB nkoye. And I'm a 40 member committee. No, I'm Franklin Kujo Kotoso. It is a Saban Bawumia no bet me a ya. Economic Mizaya be BFI economic wonimuno. So no bet me a ya. That 40 member committee.
So Nanama, the point is, can I get my brown envelope and praise you? I'll get my brown envelope and praise you. Right? I'll get it. Me, Obiani me stance initially about Bawumia. I like his calmness and all that. But you see, in fact, calmness and so when you are foolish when it comes to governance, I don't know why I should waste my time on you. Oh, Kofi Bentel, 2020. But I can say, for all for Bakubra, yeah, Bam Kakrabio, Yawa Bebre Gua, Sama Kofi Bentel.
I'm last 5 days, dear Nunya.
Yeah, the best so.
Okay.
And you know, I make you. With the young, the Bible so. Kofi Bentel, 16 February, appoint Baumia in court as finance minister.
Kofi Bentel.
To continue IMF talks. Yeah, Kofi Bentel. Share Kofi Bentel. Share Kofi Bentel.
Na man no se na adwene asesa.
Share Kofi Bentel. You see, I've been telling you, they train them. They tell them, Kasaboko appear in a year big programs. Na efa a share space ne pipem. A ko Joy FM ne Radio Good Saturday so na ekasa. Otabe no ye programmer. For Otabe no as your godfathers. Even when they are stealing the country, when they are foolish pastors, you can't tell them. Because angosra wo almost one so wajimus ready. They train them. Omo train you omo. We will know. They train them. So when you don't take care, you meet them and associate wisdom with them. However, Jimmy Papa. Then you want to tell the person what Jimmy was, what did he at him? Because when you can see through that, you are stupid. Look at Kofi Bentel, a vice president. Yeah. Metra on Sema Kufuado ne Omukafa Baumia home. Udia Mamia Kufuado, the Akope, Yavia, my Kufuado back, the Unback Procasa, Baumia, and Baby Savvy, the economy no, and Tino de Nebano. Udia non qua. Then this person and to me, then you are telling us, so the fourth one, give me the fourth one. The same Kofi Bentel. This is Kofi Bentel. This is Kofi Bentel. You see, sometimes, and forgive me. Yes, I need my way now. Only problem I'm going from Asempa FM. When they started fooling, I can see through and talk about it. Oh, say Gabi ne Kwakuba Kunumina no mobile program. So, but me feel cry no. After meeting them one-on-one, talking to them, I realized that these are very foolish people. Our argument, is either they mean evil or somebody bonibi. And the argument, look, those days me pon Asempa, area na my point you now me Kofi no. Kwakuba can call me on my phone. We can talk like 1 hour. Now, I can say we are not stressed. I try so be brainwash me and say, they're not no way I'm stressed because as my cano, Mama, you know, quite any just said, so when it got to a point, they feel like, oh, this guy, we can't control him, and okay, so let's see how we can get him off radar. But Jimmy, you're fine, Jimmy, in town, Memu. Come, I'm waiting.
Okay.
What they find the end, bra? What they find the end, bra? Find the end, bra? And no.
And maybe
5 days.
5 days ago. 5 days in
the Fabra. Sometimes this is Kofi Bentel 5 days ago. You may say I am biased, but this is the reason why. This week of all the people running for president, the greatest stuff I heard was from DMB, referring to the Baumia. Read and see if you agree. You see, we have to pick someone to run this town. For now, I still think he is the best. If I find a better one, I promise I will tell you. And I already see people commenting that it is only words. Yes, I believe God created the earth with words. Everything starts from declarations. Where is the one you prefer? Where are his words? I want to hear all of them. Bam, Bento. Another foolish, stupid analysis. Foolish, stupid analysis. Unless you are just a stupid boy, you can just write this. Kofi Bento.
Kwabna, Oko to president, vice president, no crano. Sadia we Harvard University or call my lectures be on Mukwa a African Development Conference 2023 Harvard University to a quote and said Omuko to Asembia Vice President Kai was reimagining Africa's growth on our terms, lessons from Ghana's digitalization story. Enti enuna Kofi Bento ejina so e kasa asim we say
this digital whatever you say you kwako ye electronic wallet. Government make say for so be pa na tamomo electronic wallet no mo. They should come and tell us.
See omu chess cafem interoperability no mani ade. Omu chess cafem say kwabre hu chiri yes ade atwa omu send this cafem. Enti enfaso a wo so no. Kofi Bento mentioned 2022 March Assembly of say agents of economic mess can't solve them. Wakacha President Akufo-Addo. Enti no.
Kipiano.
Wo keka we say no kwabna.
Dabi o. Wo dey yebeba Akufo-Addo dey nso. Ni tie nsem a okay so. Me ba cho we wo dey ama Kwame.
Kwame ban fa ama obeje. Kwabna me yi ni say me problem ni say Dr. Bomiana Kofi Bento. Na ni abre no a campaign di ama no no. Obetimi aya wonya ne nei.
Dabi o. What do you make sure what you Ghana for the Kitwe, na Omonim Romons?
Okay.
Now, the same Kofi Bento. Kwame, so what are you in some more Kafa Akufo-Addo? So let's start with Akufo-Addo. You go to Kofi, you read the Kofi Bento statements about Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
And Obatiasie at the crowd.
Okay.
Obatiasie, let's read about it's hard the Okai, ya for mob no Monfankao. The same Kofi Bento. The same Kofi Bento. Now this is Kofi Bento. Ghana Web. Pacho date no ifa. Mumuame. Mumuame. All right. So 15 February 2023. 15 February. This is Kofi Bento. Ghana facing the worst economic catastrophe in our lifetimes. Kofi Bento to Akufo-Addo. That's one. I also want to come here. Also, I'm going to try some use Gideon Boako and Asempa FM to West Baumia. Gideon Boako went to Asempa FM to go and tell Ghana for say, and Yemana is, and Baumia, and now they have adapted that argument. As a Baumia bar or no, so any different. What kind of foolish? What about that man now, Yare? What kind of foolishness is this? What kind of foolishness is this? Just read Kofi Bento. Ghana facing worst economic catastrophe in our lifetime. So obviously, Kofi Bento to Akufo-Addo. Baumia enka ho.
Because Omar rendered useless.
Yes. Now take Kofi Bento in this statement. Kofi Bento also advanced the view that Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia, in his capacity as the head of the economic management team, be seconded to take charge of the ministry and by that talks with the International Monetary Fund. Appoint the VP and head of EMT to take direct charge of the Ministry of Finance. In this case, Bawumia may finance minister from Vice President to Finance Minister.
Obi ono ya Vice President.
Me pacho, say what to trotro mu fie office na wuti me pacho enti bobi na pattern di dia na say ade no nipa na ye no ya gimisem no onye obi ama na nka nkyere nse wabodam. Hwe bibi facha me. Hwe just look. So this year Yiba Umia free or resign from Vice President. Ebe di Finance Minister
Ansana.
That what me aye. Per Kofi Bento.
And yes, I just see the finance minister position the cabal.
See, I'm fine. Can hold the Bunyam free. Say, obey face.
When you just see a bill or parliament fast emergency.
Yes.
Near the finance minister position in Dr. Baumia.
Yes. Now, Baumia, ebu afu se kai afena me position aba me ye bibi wa asesi a this is Bawumia
anya sa padia anya sa dia said ya na aye no
yes
anya sa dia said ya no na aye
that is what they are telling us
oh they said Dr. Bawumia ba be finance minister o Ghana anu no
that is
bibi antimi sisa
that is Kofi Bento's theory that is what they are telling us that this is Kofi Bento Akufo-Addo's government has destroyed financial sector built in 60 years Kofi Bento 19th January 2023 19th January 2023 exactly 12 midday go ahead, pause go and read Akufo-Addo's government has destroyed financial sector built in 60 so you realize that the Okafor Akufo-Addo is different the Okafor Bawumia is different yes Oma Shase so Oma na wash Akufo-Addo they did that they started from Kufuor's time you know Oma na yes adwuma na they bring seemingly neutral people on board. Then they tell the Ghanaians, "Yeah, neutral for they be more money choose more a business." You see, then we started me from 2008. Me freak must be and I saw them, and that is why I couldn't deal with them. What they are saying meant to me no more and Diagro because I realized that these are scammers. They are scammers. They are.
Teacher say Kwabra almost those policy think tank no edit trade business.
Yes, scam. A big scam. But you see, the reason why Kofi Bento is doing that, they say think tank biano, udones no, they don't like you attacking the opposition.
Okay.
Yes. When you do that, you will not get fans. And the Kofi Bento no more no, and yes, and this is normal people.
But they said you work at the end. That's open.
And this no. And Kofi say, oh, Kofi Bento no crap percent this, but no. Oh,
who NDC as alternative? Oh, Dr. Bawumia.
Exactly.
Dr. Bawumia.
So the plan is that okay, so let's attack Akufo-Addo as the head, and leave Bawumia behind because only be take you over. Ghana for the cry say Akufo-Addo neteso. So let's attack him. Yebeko behind us akopana chow, no problem. A game. Now, yan worship Bawumia near for no sumra. So scam adwuma no me no 2016 no. They are doing the same thing. They have started the same thing. So what? The West against Akufo. How can you tell Akufo-Addo say on what destroy financial sector? Now Akoka say obi onu na lead Akufo-Addo economic management team say obey best president. What Jimmy and now madam.
Wobi anu Akufo-Addo na yi na chire wi ase ne Ghana for say wobi na eba be solve Ghana economic crisis ya wo ben expense Kofi Bento wo Ghana
wajimi ana
wo se na de ono no unless ono be ye finance minister no
wa me finance minister
Ghana de aya
na enye yi
aya be fne kra enye yi
I can't be
Kofi Bento abomudua
I can't be free so you see now I can last one give me the last one look let's take our time ni mbie Ghana for any right let's take our time ni mbie Ghana for any you see Omo who say Bebre no anim nyansa. Then they know that they have most of the media guys with them, and they won't talk about this. And yes, the media following him this, they know, but they are training them. And now they have boys at the various media houses. They are training them. They tell them you do raha, you be watch and they bait them with awards. Because they have the guys to organize awards. Then they give them awards. Right, best journalist for the year. No man Picanto car, no the mood danity. Want to say yes, me best journalist of the year. They publish them because they have editors at Daily Graphic. They publish them our front page, right? So a scam almost here from Kufuor time 2000, and they have been doing that scam. They don't want anybody to dismantle it. Almost said that. So anytime they go after people, they see like, oh, we no kaya ho. No. And last time, Sami Jamfi wedding, I say, me got 2 or more. Now, Kwasia ba ko show me news as we join. Wakasa me bechiano. That was one for Jimmy B and Flu and the table no dey pian wa hwe. Ah, wa hwe manim sa, wa de okoboy. Okoboy hwe manim sa, so wakasa me bechiano so me be dey na so froko. Me ni list over, not list over. Kwa
that one person come no build a relationship.
You see, no, the point is asema me catch on won't ase but no kra no kra scam and they have started, look at Bento now. You ready last one way but wama me date no top on Or say you don't have the right to live like an Arabian king, flying private jets when the rest of us can't feed. Kofi Bentil to Kufuado. Who told you about me and fly a private jet? Why not? Yeah, I saw it. Huh? So, well, you see, we need to tighten up the loopholes. So, you tighten it up. Then we need to tighten it up and allow the NDC John to do their work. I see a shift here focus because almost as here. Now, I will say last minute after in the walker.
Arabian king.
Yes. That's what it does. So, Nanama. Confident no matter say Ghana for your Chimo Junisi Sukeke that they have started another work. Almost as here another washing. A ya omo air washing omo edwomo eba. And now is Baumia's 10. And as I say now, the Omakacha Baumia a preachers no say Obi aka catch and say vice president the unti Vice President the on ni power bia.
And a Vice President Dr. Bawumia set a question ma new predecessor.
They have forgotten that this same Bawumia during Mills Mills Tiasia Mahama. I catch Mahama say Mahama is the luckiest vice president when Akwenya to develop the country. Omukasa on here we are bo.
Yeah, na enokwa na Mahama no. One yes or communication expert when you economist. One year economist.
Debbie na almost say say Mahama na nya Akwenya pa.
Yeah, what's o mo Ghana tumpon.
Mo Ghana tumpon. Enti Melson Nkahu and an vice ne so Nkahu. Today the same people are telling us we are vice I said we are vice dia and they say convention.
Dr. Bawumia na onu yi ni ho afiri mu a na chidifo nyina pese o mo kire say President Akufo na mismanage economy no ono ni reckless nema na ase enye the same Dr. Bawumia no set questions say 120 and the man predecessor
say grade o say otie Jomama enko peso ma Jomama 700 questions.
Why?
We wale osibanjo. The man is so daft, so Bawumia is so shallow, very useless boy. I mean, very useless guy. I don't know how this position better very useless guy. Or say 700 questions. Look at that. Yeah, cause I say ya two light bill mo amount for one chere womo water bill about for air cam me no ka say
eduane board can't stress a cost strike
what Jimmy
sep up e be pim sam mei akora bia mutua 90 pesos mutum wo sa kasa wo set questions 700 na questions no one na you the answers ya so bu o man na o man ko anywhere so without IMF intervention Ghana ya asay
say John Mahama ewo opposition ubusa 700 questions no ya no a ya be ya humbeto e say 700 questions no John Mahama ya no ya humbeto sorry won na ni omrai
John Mahama opa afim say John Mahama o pushing na John Mahama the answers ba that is o man ya bibia afim no mo de atoa so
yenye last one way unim this issues about Green Ghana we will come and deal with it.
Okay.
We will find the figures and come and deal with it.
Okay.
Because any me free move no. Onu say Jinapo aka kire ye say enuano bi ayira.
Yeah, and run the report.
Was enuano 2021 about 30% and 2022 about 20% ayira. Enua etuyira. Etuyira. Okay, say ombeka asa sada enuano bi ase. Omo say enuano tuko.
Enuano tuko.
Okay. So today, and that is my problem with NDC communication. Communication, yes, said you got TV, ni radio, so a strategy. John Jinapo catch also in Yanaira, and then can say NDC communicators across the country. And one on one more tradia, Sadia, and my friend say flyer said, you know, Amobia, acquire Mode Ghana, Sika, and India, Afaso. You think fast. Guerrilla tactics, you think fast, you push it into the system. And here you got it about watch. What I say, and here, a strategy, a argument, And that is what they have been. Say NDC were power na NDC minister kwaka say we are. Hey, me come chira say enka aka John Mahama so forever. What do enua amenua na yira. What do enua amenua na yira. What do enua amenua na yira. Omo be kasa ma aka John Mahama etwam what do enua amenua kura mpo ayira. And unfortunately, these communicators are not pay. On various platforms. Me share say me say them ma wo sumiti. But I done photo shoot. Enti wa want me photo shoot ni si ho. And I na ran konkonko. They don't seek advice from anybody. They don't want you to come closer. Budget nti. E come ndi wo bia. Ye nyina person o man no agye different kufado nsem no bia ho to no. Anyway, so let's do this. And the Green Ghana issues, there are serious issues I mean say can me the better and then the other time I will deal with it. But Nanama, quick one on school feeding. GES Ghana Health Service Eastern Region. I can't say you have the story here. Not the video.
Ghana Education Service or Ghana
Ghana
Health Service or Ghana
Health Service and the Ghana Education Service. Instantly that can be my press conference.
Okay.
And
Ghana, okay. On school feeding.
Yeah. On school feeding. It's on our platform and it's on our platform. So let me just.
And Ramana near broke, Abna.
Yeah.
Almost 90 pesos in a day. Copin Bromania 350 pesos. Because what catch will be say on when you are ne and ne and you are din. That's a 97 pesos. And Corano, a Janiban one wadiama.
Nothing.
And ye be beyond one wadiama Coranis woman. And what boarding? I don't know, and you discuss about red oil. And wobo and no crowd and we ya minimum a year and we are the baby red oil po now and no a bro with the only castle bro crowd the F a breath but a bro from January by Pim April ya to a bro bag mu 400 Ghana cedis. It is a nippon school feeding now why no the or Jenny 2021 now kosuya 1 Ghana cedis. 2021 and be a bro bag. 2021 a bro bag best 300 Ghana cedis. 350 Ghana cedis. It is a a bro bag. I come more than 1,000 Ghana cedis. What does suit you as a year less than 1 cedi? Ni better than one where you are need a
me person go mun 250 Ghana. 50 pesos.
How say? 50 pesos say.
How say?
Say mentia say.
Yati kromo ana ai obaya MPP ni Ghana ya no oni se fa kan ete Peace FM no. Wo mo babu enkrofo gi school feed ni nyina free wo mo nsam. Na me school feed ni ka me kwa ke obi an ka ho asem da na wi ase me bobie.
Kwabena.
Unim se nya wan ka me nka.
Kwabena.
Me pase me se e ban no to sumra 50 pesos.
NDC John Mahama 2060 okono. Ke so mo ye school feed be pem sa amwe no. Omo last ka ban na ntua.
Yo. Just omo NDC.
Omo aban na ntua. NDC caterers na no omo no, but hwe mi kro ma sante fi jase. NDC ayi MPP. Women organizer John Mahama time no okutabi. Na otimi gina bonte ka say, "Eh John Mahama time school feeding see e kwa experts na sika ama." No one wa ka MPP organizer no wa ka say na nadu ye nipa bonini. But hwe NDC ni bien one and school feeding way be. Abani da se do ka from 2016. Minimum crofo ha Gloria say Madam Gloria who's the you know NDC regional women organizer. E ka abani den wono. Omantua caterers minimum caterers bebre we fidasia abani do ka 2016 o mantua. Ye pamu wo mo kokeka bi mu nnuane gui. En wo mo je ya no mo de ma NPP women organizers police station back at the end of the day no. Enkoda ne na sofenti na be betena no ma ye ka. Enye wo musika bia ye ntua ye but ade de ye hu ane say ye school feeding. Ye no annuane amankora no. Kwabra aduane na ye no makwa ne papa be na ye.
Mami 50 pesos kura ankampe. Kakufa no mte sufa mra 50 pesos. Hwa. Hey. Na papa nya hwa bone overjai. Okay, so Mami ready a GS ni omo ayi
Okay.
Also John Mahama kwaka say enkola no edi aduane eya it say enkrama aduane
omu fie enkrama kure ni
eya omu bedidi natem. Okay, so yeah, the story now to say eya Star FM online Eastern Region GHS raised serious concerns over poor feeding of peoples. All right, so roll it. Okay, all right, so
late kakra
your friends say okay, so good. Thank you. Okay. Now, also, the Eastern Regional Health and Education Directorate have raised serious concerns over poor feeding of school children and increasing lifestyle, warning of risk of non-communicable disease health crisis such as hypertension, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, cancer among children at a joint press conference on Wednesday, which was yesterday, right? So now you go to Rajo Mahama. I am so called Western Region, right? And I think Western Region and Central. Central Region.
Western is South.
MPP Ebedin Tro Semoto Abamamia. Meba free SHS no metwam eno anom de year campaign meanwhile entro if we say free SHS no 2016 any ye shall say ni day students you can say day student be a school be a untua hwe and you say afia eba 2017 September 2016 academic year no ye the borders beka ho nti sa afi no ye the 140,000 boarding students e can free SHS no if we say constitution let's say we should do it progressively. Enti na ye progressive every year near the biaka every year near the biaka kopem say ye be cover obia and almost say no immediately omuka so mbeye no eno ene de ohaw abeto awofo no so ezu because answer now be share free HS I say or share making sure say dormitories wo ho an kwada no benya baby ada also making sure say classrooms wo ho a benya baby esua ade also making sure say dining hall wo ho baby on betimi edidi enti e sha say no ena ni esi dormitories dining halls this and your money na e was secondary schools ni na ena esi e-blocks community day schools so aka ho if you say him say enkwada no bedo so a e was so munya school ni bi ko ena we mo bae say free SHS no at once wo so wonya ahogwa bia enkwada no ebenya ahoto etimi asua ade eno ena de ohaw na ba afa yetimi de obako ebia kokrantumi secondary school now when you dormitory just okope obi dan e high ma wo ba etimico school and na wo kohwe eduane a enkoda ni di wo school a sebi empreduasa ebia ni fie mpo ne kraman endi se eduane no sebi enkwada ni na free school ba no ma fonfon ezu
Rajo Mahama, right? And you got a question PRO for a Ministry of Education, the response or the AGM, right? You go to no Emra.
Say Rajo Mahama say you can frache. Say already when you see come and lebu so. Na ototon kama bofon kama frabuchi. Na when you see come the feed you on bebre to expensive feed their mom. You know the board thing with their mom. some year here for my close to 1.4 million students and all various senior high schools. About born home the share I'm a prayer you may. A baby open some of fun baby school. Takrasha and Yamiso. Now, the president said, when you see care to me and Naka Saka Seman in Kramaya. Shona, one time triumph. The new behind what says he cannot say Bobby the president Japan or what's our more than to me and Naka Saka Seman in Kramaya. Obviously, he didn't come out about the feeding I wore the various secondary schools. I did. Now, so say what they. The Mofra and any pediana to Tonkama Diana de Ahodia, Yanadi.
Anama.
Wabna?
One response. One response.
But say Adriana or no Kwakuatina is all corporate. Quasiquatin or no Kwakuatin,
Kunaquatin.
I Kwakuatin so MP. Quasiquatin, so on square so that Brempi no Quaku Pribi or no Bepribi. Quabine. And you are one Kodani dear. Former President John Mahama, dear one who dear Huni Yeka. Say anyway, and Kramano Mugu ministers, or Betty say a or say a duchum or say a duchum was a one field. One walk was Quatin and Krama you won't fee. And you know Toma woman, the bin credit. Oh, I said, we and Penny for my mother said, Mutu fun. It is will be king as some crana, over the 2 phone at the atrium.
Sir, Omutu phone on other phone is Yawama, almost say. But Quasiquatin cried the Sacola. Miss Uncle no crowd would dear Kufadu Rachel Crade. No some Nansia no moba. No Tama, sister, no Ashen or no Moncaho. Diana, Sanko Uncle, we said. But you see, now President Nuamu to phone. Or he never catch any school that he blocked, but was no, did not attempt. Uko Busano quite. For a friend say Kumasi for a
Bakashi said, yeah, quite.
What did you attempt?
What did you attempt?
So the point is, so we have a cancer fire who did not attempt. And I'm quite a chebino, as our guy no or Amotia, Omcotreno, attempt the Dino. And I honest Bufu, say, you taxpayers money or Mudia a day. Inti, yeah, pay former and near but down former, and I casa. May me taxpayers money, me Triesca. Metia tax obia feskano ese o de kwakwa kodua enua wo wajibi wo amotia no wajiska no bi se ba bia enua no sie se ba bia kodua ye which year obia jiska so de kwakwa kodua enua wo se emu 20% 30% ase etuko ohunu ba bia afa the same person nya 2.5 million Ghana cedis e de baba be ye celebration Green Ghana this year 2.5.
Ghana be Green Ghana.
Nanka for 2.5.
Yes, say a forest we near Baba Green Ghana.
One mutu galamse.
No forest reserves no more sano. Na mu wi ama say twa be Green Ghana.
Yes, sir, omono first can dey akoto dem. Na dey yom dey be ball man no bra no. Omo se afa awia they always you see these guys are just criminals, just foolish criminals living in a one Jubilee house. Just foolish criminals. Look at this boy Jina boy was and power bawa na won basa bi. Keto anu asem na making. These guys all of a sudden omo wi our mind wa feel say omo ye yenti kwase ase bia free omo anu aba no ma ka kire nipa as we speak 4 years ni your friends a basic school they don't have textbooks you have 2.5 million
capitation grant almost see enquire 3 years nya bantua bi da
common fund
muntua
you don't pay
statutory funds nyina muntua
you don't pay
health minister say health insurance say go
82.5 no go for free fa
what said your reserves your forest reserves were 2.5 million Ghana cedis e Green Ghana wa boda
so there be o say
what say na wi say twasika so be Green Ghana
there be o betimi awia they can steal the money they always
be nyina no ensum
as a baye as o me abay for they omo fom say niam but ofum sikani say awia wo de baba be di wan so because Akufo-Addo after you are out of power obi afa anya hwe
so when you sika
when you sika wo de to chebi ne wa yi na wudi
na ne manum kuta restaurant akese ne eyi di kwa bana do mo pe one ne generation wo manya mo ho awie
you are not paying a funds you are not paying a why
get fund enko just education sector bibia ye basa bibia scatter basic schools need textbooks so kwa bana enti akwasi kwa atin no former president John Mahama said be krama wo fia wan fidi ni ya kwabena won say say krama ne say
it doesn't make
what trope was say enti said the Eastern Region Health Directorate and Education Directorate no wo mu nyina de joint release aba no ya de omubobodin because enkoda se man fidi nkora ne ya enkora ne besei omu nyiri nye fe ya de abasa ne beba wo so President Akufo-Addo ma Ghana fo so te say no say every Friday bi obema nkora de chocolate ewo hifa Education Minister ko school bi mu a ne yadi kan yi creators asutrie ne ya ye jollof fu bi nwisi jollof bi ne yadi nkosu atoto so ne akwa kwaji bi no odi ne obeka kire Ghana for say ye hwe nnuane ye de say
oti de shara na ne mfurumu fa no akara no atum ofa aka na chia no apiagu no ohoro nanum
it is obeka say former president we nya ne ho na so de otonnuane papa kwasi kwatin ya bra ne se be sanse munu ni efun no amututu no na
se no Omonye press conference enkodi di GES any Ghana Health Service for Atemo Eastern Region. And I know say Ghana Health Service director no Eastern Region any GES director no ombe transfer omo.
Yeah, type 2 diabetes.
Me so ombe transfer omo.
Oh yeah. Omo di abe wo so sa no.
Omo ye press conference ni ombe pam omo.
Omo di abe wo so sa.
Thank you so much for joining us live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show Thursday afternoon. We are here till 6 p.m. and that's how we do it from Mondays to Fridays. We are here. We are the champions.
Upenyara Nyane zini nyane yo Wunguara nefiu Yedia ubrasi kasi dauswasio Yerida uswasio Nyamye Diena sida Nyamye Cheglampo nyamye Nyamye Cheglampo nyamye Udika sinenu nyanu wonu Cheglampo nyamye Yechengwara Sheyafu nyamye Yechengwara Shesira nyamye Upenyara Uyani ala unyo Mungu ara nefiu Yedia ubrasi kasi dauswasio Yerida uswasio Nyamye Diena sida.
I'll be back.
Yenyanom MPP ebedi ntro se moto abama mia meba free SHS no metwam eno anom de ye campaign meanwhile ntro if we say free SHS no 2016 any ye shall say ni day students you can say day student be a school be a untiahwe and you say afia eba 2017 September 2016 academic year no ye the borders beka ho and this afia no ye the 140,000 boarding students e can free SHS no. If we say Constitution, let's say we should do it progressively. enti na ye progressive every year near the bi account every year near the bi account kopem say ye be cover obia and almost there almost on be no immediately omuka so on be no and no and e dey ohaw abeto awofo no so ezu because answer now be share free HSS or share making sure say dormitories wo ho an kwada no beje baby ada also making sure say classrooms wo ho a obenya baby esua ade also making sure say dining hall wo ho baby on betimi edidi enti e sha ase no ena ni esi dormitories dining halls this and your money na e was secondary schools ni na ena esi e-blocks community day schools so aka ho if you say nim say enkwada no bedo so a e was so munya school ni bi ko ena we mo bae say free SHS no at once wo so wonya ahogwa bia enkwada no ebenya ahoto etimi asua ade eno ena de ohaw na ba afa yetimi de obako ebia kokrantumi secondary school na wenya dormitory jese okope obi dan e high ma wo ba etimi ko school ena wo kohwe eduane a enkwada ni di wo school a sebi emprediasa ebia ni fie mpo ne kraman endi se ebia ne no sebi enkwada ni na free school ba no mo afonfon ezu oko share dormitories no the way are omo parking kwada no ombe free school aba this all the spray you mo bibi anyasa so close so ebeba ofie if you say wo kwada wo ma wo nananom na obepese oman ni beyeye ama nananom ne wo ma enti baby ayedri ene senior MPP aban ene Akufo-Addo ene nebusuafo asai omaina kodru ehia se nipa waye bida brofo kasa mu yakana experience nipa wa experience sani pano ene ehia se obesa abesiesi oman no na waje oman no ejina na nan so enti na meka se 2024 abatwa yebetui nye hia ni experience so ultimate Kotra school ensua experience ya de a ejuma wa ye aya no wenya ho experience enti brofo kasa mu ye say ye per experience ye per experiment ya de a wo try ahwe debi be emfensie ni ena obi beka say monsomenhwe ene somenhwe ene because I said namu nyina NDC for muhu ejuma ye boy e free professor Mills abreso ebepem abreso akwan ensuo electricity hospital airport harbor nina ye enso yenu anomo de anode ebe ka kire Ghana said yeni mejuma ne ye enti yemfi ho na omo ba ombe dane Ghana sura himemu enne Ghana ahia ye yetimi ntua ye ka ohia poso ena akire ye ya bakosemu yehu se juma no ennafun eye juma din ye nti obia eboa edi dru baby no obia beje no de ato so say di won ho wonim hwe incompetent mahama incompetent ma omoso omoka broni kasa omo brofo ne broni for the India me kasa Ghana for brofo ne bi ezu etomba incompetent mahama administration. And this MPP is going to come and transform Ghana in 1.5 years. When we come, we'll give you 1 district, 1 factory. Enya brofo kwa no muka slangs omo. Ye ka twimpo ye ka slangs. Ghana ye ya mobododo. Ghana ye ya mobododo. Ghana nye here mine. Yet is the castle. I come there. Ezu. Me say slang no. En fact me fie. Niba kasasa no akase hey Charlie akwe oyo obinfo. Fellow Ghanaians. En fact ma. Ezu Sejumano Professor Jambafo Honorable Osafo Mafo Kendo Foriata. What a solid team. Alan Tremantin. This is the solid team. Solid team, yeah. Pempenswa Ghana Edri. Ghana Fonina, baby Amekobia. Almost say Abra and this Wabaimu. Na Omohotomo. Ezu Eumusa Nagana Nane Sura Himemu, and so Obia Yen Juma Kakra, and ye be Shan home, and Shanema. And so, and Ned dear cry. Ezu and Ned dear Ghana Yaya Mobododo. Samokai. I see it today, and so then Nanampo na come there change the bia. Ezu Yenianum Omobie Anopa Ubie radio. Obeti Omano ge. Adia Emma Omuntimimbu on mine and they say Omunye nipa Omutie Efutu. Omunye nipa omoje omufomso etum. Enti they are not able to learn from their mistakes because basically saying Ghana Yesika Sema say edruno still they are not accepting responsibility. Utia almost they be enyo omwa enti ya Ghana for ya fomso wan ekobo obosiano eyamwa. And so they be a year. Yes, oh, they be a COVID-19 and a manabasa. Yes, yeah, Russia-Ukraine war and a manabasa. Ezu Nano president call parliament, command state of the nation address. Meka said he will accept responsibility the way I did when we had an energy crisis in this country. I didn't cause it. It was caused by lack of addition to our generation for many years. In Tebedru baby no, our demand had exceeded our ability to generate power. I went to parliament. I didn't say I didn't cause it. I said you elected me to take responsibility. So I take responsibility for it and I will fix it. That is what leadership is about. This is a president who cannot take responsibility. And if you can't take responsibility, you can't fix anything. Yes, baby, I see Kasema say, Juno, Mobako IMF. I say, young IMF and net, young IMF, China, young IMF that. And yes, I know I'm kind. And I catch him say, IMF no some Mobako, Munko Sisia, Monantin call. And yes, I had the ambulance and at the Mobako. And then IMF Numpua, almost your Monkono. And then Oma Pedeso Mbeko. Oma Bukodojwe, IMF so said there be Montre answer. Pempenswa Ghana Edri. And then Omo Nambiasi Nina a pacho say a car Omo Deno. Omo Fancho Omo. Make us say Finance Minister of China. Yet the Omo car $1.7 billion. Okosre say Yamfa Kanenche. Paris Club or Sresi and Fanche. Ya pensioners, our mode or Musika, Omuye, Jumaye, ya, Omokaji or Mahome, or Musika, or Mudema, almost Omo Fancotin, if you indeed Kakra, and Omode talk government bonds. And then I buy
a dom, a ya mote, a ya social media, a train, ye damasi, Bibri, say, moi Jimre, a train, Nasim new. Yeah, Aba. Anyway, so ye bekwa kwa ye adwuma kakra na adwuma ye bekwa kwa ye no efa ye NDC primaries ekoso honto akwaba
akra mejo so
bokore
oba de adom now so
Haji Bintu so ene wa say Haji akwaba
commander mejo so
semo
antia na me ko di sala.
Oh, okay. And what to say?
Some brown now. I won't come my mom for it.
Oh, Jasha.
Ninya is I say, what do you fancy? Baraka da sala.
Wa mamia onkwa.
Nana me ma onam.
Wonko mesro. Wontimi nkonko frɛ
wa ma onam.
Kwabna me ma onam.
Why actually we are 30 days.
No we bedin.
Kwabna me ma onam. It's not two against one. Wontimi meet me ma onam. Wa wie.
What the man daben.
Daben ye di sala.
What the man mo he?
Da ben ye di sala.
What the man mo he?
Me pese me chichi.
There be chirem.
Me chirem.
What the man mo he? Wa kwa bompa ye 30 days aba.
Worry nam na wia wo e de sunsun we nam de ma no.
O ma me de nam.
Aye.
No atoto ana ya wi wo ho.
Wi. Nyala so wi no.
Hey.
Oh, the man. Oh, so wi. E de na me wi.
No matter the man.
Oh, so wi. E de na me ma na wi wo ho.
Ena me busa wo say me nim nam kro nti na me say
nam kro ye mfansie ya ye o de nto aso say on we ye fasting bi
yo ay onto
ana me ye chibre wa waje a wa wie sifia wo we wo mpese ye be ka kese na kwa che hu say waje na mo ama no a
nipa na
me ba to kwase adanse wo no na me wa ama no wo ko yi na adanse say nam no
bintu de nam bi abrɛw
e kwan ben na fa so de nam ne ma
ba di wo fie
me baji wo fie
wo baji wo fie kabra baji wo fie
hey 30 days fasting
me ho kra agree me pa
it shall be well now where dey
and am pa na se na dompe wo
na me picture wo
sina se be kure
wo see picture na ya me de am fa maye kire de menye wo na bia obi ba boa me
ba dompa na nampa
nampa me ma dompe sa ware ni
na me de onyame anu ana se nipa
mpa cho ye mejeje ho oh just how betieni ubetieni wase ubetieni
anyway onto yeah, Baba dealing with NDC primaries and then some vetting, various vetting, our Greater Accra. So I mean, I have been to Benya inside Phyllis Amahe. Baba dealing with it, but now so you may be a
ma'am, yeah, me perceive ye can be about that. We say na moka school feeding program.
Yeah,
and galamsey. Then pimping, 7 basa no. Ya ni focus no. Ekudi ho no mo a enema bibiri koso ase ayi National Insurance Scheme as we speak egu
oh sir minister no aka
yes kwaku agima manu no aka satunanum tu aka nanso oda soto ba san ba me fa ncha nkoma hwefo ne etiefo ne ewie na me free shop na ebe area Tiolamte Toyota specialist over Russia.
Yeah.
The shop na me tie na wo show na introduction ni nyina na etio ho the program na the on fa nia group
that crazy say ko hwe no
yeah so can you Toyota so can you Toyota the modern bomb
where did Lamte
ana
madam
Lamte na usawo Lamte bako
ani amengo
aye me kana ma
so where the Lamte
anyway na
na
national insurance scheme egu but as a Ghana for no you say ana ye ka be as a Ghana for complaining agitate if you are simply say the usu chire na onusu beba na usu ndi chire
omo abre
Ghana for are tired entene ya to petrol mu a emphobia dollar ekosro emphobia ho adwuma for ye nti omoka is not news enti nyu obi asim bi
and I can say John Mahama time they say mabunu bi pe adwuma na omakoye picket na me achi omaguma
ebi sida
enke na o
Mahama penso driver for no true drivers union for kwakoye demonstration because DVLA so mobile to almost services mo they didn't communicate anything to the sector minister and then Mahama in office TV no hwe no hu say omo fali news story bia HSC or from say no cause why not one omo hold you on so suspend enhwehwem say maso but ni nyina akoso national insurance scheme any for better chose how parliamentary hands are there they were putting things together mobile mbeye ho adwuma no mdi fra ba mu 2000 omampeni ku 4 person na yeti national insurance scheme wa be ya de kese to omampeni ku 4 person no na eye mutual health insurance ni yansa wo free one district I want me access national insurance scheme on another district ne de oye no omampeni atamels ne Mahama person na buy on be national akuta card ultimate de ko ba bia ABC national headquarters edema omo
but I think the NDC fairly one promise about the one time premium something
omampeni atamels bo shares oba be one time premium oba no hu say enye feasible now nim de oyeye o make sure say national insurance no money office even national headquarters no money be and we see BD mom to the Ministry of Health and do ebnada ne ya wada na ye kase elevator nya adwuma no a omo nchepe and we see e make sure so all the regional offices sunya baby wo hwe subscription a ade a ehwiri kosro wo hwe sika no mutua edema service providers ehwiri kosro pa national insurance scheme name 20 as 2016 na ebumia subscription kosro no na nado dan kwakufu ado na MPP eka say egu eye hu campaign na uko MPP manifesto 2016 manifesto asimo kan uko page 30 is talk about health or say directing and strictly ceding all funds raised through the NHIA levy into the NHIF and concentrating on activities that focus on quality patient treatment kase Mahama penso wasi so mo jeje national insurance levy next kano omo mfa nkonkotum on the bar ebe adwuma yankonko the act national health insurance act
but your time no
just give us 5 minutes be national health insurance act no nana act 852 section 52+1 no the watcho honi or say the minister responsible for finance shall within 30 days after collection of the levy cause the levy to be paid directly into the fund and furnish the minister responsible for health and the authority with the evidence of payment. Ajisi ajiji national insurance levy a port ni ate okoto aduane ni ate okoto nsu ni ate ojiji sika no a emrane say within 30 days no also this sika no kokoto fund e di adwuma na nado dan kwakufu ado MPP promise o make ye no okofa Mahama 4 years under Mahama sika omujiji through national insurance scheme no na aka nyina bomu a 4.252 billion Ghana cedis sika omudi koto fund no be di manage national insurance scheme no was 3.3 3.370 billion Ghana cedis. I represent 79.24% of the total amount to receive here. The money unaccounted under John Dramani Mahama 4 years was 883 million Ghana cedis. I represent 20.76%. Nana do akaso this kan na betumu no. For 6 years etwamu sika wagege 10.74 billion. Out of this amount, Rodiako fund just 3.3 billion. 7.3 billion. One fan kotu. Over the whole of last year, Yanfa 1 peswa. Anko to foot. And you want to say any big deal. National Insurance Commission na here for a year for. Obia betumi access CBA. And yetimi nya a sector minister betimi be confess. Se Mahama na koka asase we ankasa drink e di na te. So okoka school feeding say ti asma Mahama ka easy communication on political communication. A very interesting and a very serious thing. Mahama asma ka wanka say enkwada na duane no ba mifia enkrama kura ni say duane no. Wo se enkwada no sebi ukosa enkwada na fia say duane kwa de ma bia krama wo mu fia oni. But we GS PR no kasa na sem no kai was this Mahama na ho atolo no akran krama dia aba no di aba. So you see
why will a PRO from the Ghana Education Service when you are not a politician
talking like this? You
are speaking on behalf of
the politician.
No, the issue is that the position you or the office
that position from, is not political.
I can't say on behalf of Nkolano. And you should be a bit emotional and sensitive. Put yourselves never on Nkolani shoe. And if you want to respond Mahama, because you have a political mindset, so they are all
or incite
no, but general public why you are also sitting here and explaining deep into what he wants to mean. Because if you want to explain Mahama's comments, somebody will also explain you.
Now, make sure say when him the target audience, the target audience when him say they are gullible, the other can be ano or more fact, and to less incite the target audience against Mahama. Now, and we say, okay, Rollins pencil, Rollins can say as I'm gonna say, okay, ensure pa. That was before 2008 election, and Krabi enum na man for no more.
And he was not happy.
Toilet mukra and so on cry cleaner, clean than sa yes. So Mahama say, Rollins say, the ensure crowd they flash in the toilet. Yes, ensure and crofo enum. And the same thing that they want to do.
They have been like that for quite a long time.
Because national insurance scheme we nana say a shared trans mani gua. The best you Ghana said the aguino.
No, and crofo ebe sika free a year NHI levy fund ska a quo a year Jubilee House. Eso chain the money. Unim so more capital. Yeah, so chain the money call National Insurance Authority.
I go find Dr. Okoboy.
Sika free omo why they come manage facility no.
I go find Dr. Okoboy.
Omo jeje eye health insurance
levy a woto ade a bibia wo so a obetua.
Omo jeje a the eco presidency for operations. Also chain the eco National Insurance
Secretariat no.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this money, the levy supposed per the act, no, per the act, and this money is supposed to go to National Insurance Fund.
But who is monitoring this?
No.
Okoboy, what you
can come back to say,
Okoboy, your friend say,
former MP.
Come see about Rebecca Dio.
Okoboy, there you want to know.
That's all about Rebecca.
Yeah, I pointed to perform at TV radio. So I find gentleman, oh, yeah, when you day, blah 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 blah. And then why? We cannot even talk. Want to mean kasa Berman Sapon na ye PRO de ma National Insurance Scheme e dia na moye mo nka hwe e na moto na nsam hyehyem ho mo nim nya sebio mo nim nya nsam pokura se mo de se mo ntumi nka mba we samon nsam de ahye obi ano na obi aka because National Insurance Scheme na eno na mmerwafo ne nkwakorafo na wo nkura se ntitiri yusu
omaguno Anyway. Okay, so I jump into you go straight to NDC headquarters and now we're vetting breaking it down my yanko
na me ko ho but mamichia etifo nyina o muti akara from ewie na emo mu say is for God and country see betna na most of the time and someone okay can na obi fi say bia we incite obi against obi sometimes like Unto is saying Ghana for nsem we say otna se na unya bre na wuchire mo because ade bi wo ho a logic, a common sense, a social science I also will be at me apply. For instance, will be the policy about national health. It's a national policy. Ye boa mo bi enya pom de pa mapa no wetimi akoye adwuma.
Yeah.
Na wo ye adwuma ho ayetan. Na wetimi abesomo mai mama na nyeska. Na ediska ba, na de obi akotena CEO. Ko manage facilities na mu de aye campaign say ebi mu ka so men one time premium o mantimi anye ntu ba be ye ni ye. Wanye ne kan no aka say obi gine kire to ayampia. Meanwhile you are comparing no ebusa say sisi anu say who complain ya na ebusa say at Mohammed's time how was he doing it? It's not as a government of comparison. Bibiano, Yanko Fetch Radiant, but is that what we want? So what I say?
Yeah.
NDC for vets now, I believe say Omufrasiate. I think about last month.
Yeah.
And now veterans nibi on the various constituencies. As far as we know, no, I think it's the 13th May no Metuabano.
Yeah.
And some of the areas 13th May Abana Yebetono NDC Kotuaba for competency and seriousness because baby a partner Druno anyama frasie free time omoya elections branch elections constituency region to national and no here kwan delegate far so to aba you can see say the delegates are poised for something 2024 and it's reflected in the national elections say omko to aba na omuyi enipa bi a omu say battle ready obi frame make a chem say then this is for how many makoto about you me chairman no ya organizer no ya secretary no ya communication officer crowd no ya na women organizer there enti no ya for nko no makoto about ma was it
where
obi busa me
where which constituency
no national
okay
say about players are NDC for you or more for the 2024 it's like they are battle ready. So you see, Nipana Sema Wakana, that's why he want to mean. And see, what I'm saying is that this primary is not a cosono. And Rami will say, what high single room be or Asanwasi constituency.
That's what I say. What is happening there?
Asanwasi constituency, the Enema air coso.
A Greater Accra vet in Sanim Radam. So with Greater Accra, what is happening?
Greater Accra for vet almost all the constituencies or be our petitions about raising concern about how our elections no esi course so any bebre and then the region have called because of the petition bar I also a friend
so
I'll give you the list.
Okay.
Me my friend, but they have not sent me the list, but
okay.
I don't want to
all right
say what
your friend say Ayawa so West Wogo update need to say
I don't have the list here. I also West Wogo kwache deba or the list I have here is Lower West Akim. Lower West Akim me whose statement be away from the chairman now or calling on the national executive say it has been put on hold.
Lower
basically constituencies are put on hold, you know.
Okay.
Or more put on hold. And Uko Lower West Akim, I think it's 2016 no. Or more candidate here Shelley. Na Frempong.
All right. Okay.
Nah. Or no or Malmu votes. But moving into 2020, I think they have a candidate called Michael Edusei. Now Michael Edusei is contesting again.
Okay.
And then there is another candidate called Majid Nuhu.
Okay.
And Obinso the Owen. Abrantie Owen no. And it's any time you're sending no. Funny enough, no, there is petition against each candidate. Any time you're sending no. The Michael Edusei guy is a former candidate of that constituency. But I don't know why they have written a petition against him. And to me inquiries nature me say he was campaigning skirt and blouse. And see 2020 na or your campaign for skirt and blouse or campaign say who say Lower West Akimi achim Eastern region areas na no NDC vote no so. And you know catch and go for say they should vote for him and vote for President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And me inquiries me say chairman say was it on record say munya evidences be a choice say no yes I say oh they called him twice when he was a candidate for the party. They called him twice. So some people feel say he doesn't deserve a second opportunity and I would deserve a second chance to be represented party no because in all no he's fighting for his personal interest not the interest of the people and answer the will of the party. Say be out there for instance will be him say Lower West Akim even parliamentary city crown edging say NDC beji. But at the end of the day, go all out and tell the people that vote for NDC, no matter what, because you are going with issues. Who present issues, no I explain, then you give them reasons why they should, you are the better option or the better choice. But Abrantie Michael Edusei as a parliamentary candidate for the NDC in 2020, no, he was campaigning for himself. So actually, that constituency vetting is even on hold. They have not done it. And there is one Majid Nuhu, and also there's a petition against him that also by party in Munjay or by party in Munjay na or be joining party in 4 years. And 4 years, no, he can't go. Meanwhile, we pick a form, I file it, and so on. So I drop petition at him. And we know there. I have pictures and videos of him. They are sending mommy. I don't know. Producer bet me. I don't know. Or no, they also ex-convicts. Until we the person who said so be ex-convict. I want to mean co-contest now. After 10 years. After 10 years now, bet me. Okay, so maybe they need to prove themselves because you see his pictures circulating around. Yeah, the handcuff of Gunisa. Indeed, I've seen it. He's been handcuffed. Until me name say based on one you say on criminal issues or frauding for or jijin for sika may we am when but be at the end of the day what me clear no so until no when say be or qualify so be content into looking at these 3 people now or more lower west criminal there is a petition against
yeah, Eastern region, right?
Yes, Eastern region. Yes.
Okay,
I'll come to Greater Accra after.
Okay. Pick Greater Accra information by Mame Emma Yenua Penny Derek G. PD Yamano Akwaba. Oria Akwaba.
Yenua.
Boko there.
Nye boko sao.
Nye bet we say fife to we no yaso kuma Accra.
Speed pa me do ha.
Me ametimu hu dontia.
No correct.
Who do ya?
No, shut down for me, but I will be idiot. Me that's it. Me that's it. Yeah, Baba dealing with la issues, no. But then you're back. Now 2 places and a heat a womb. Ayawa so West Wugon, and I learned say still Oma uncle. And a friend say Aklugus then the chairman and so at the CNE what is happening?
Nana me say and it is and 27th okay and 3 plus 16 days then it's for Kwakotwaba yet Nana we are still hoping say BBI at about NDC no. It's not because we are target to be named. We want the party to act to make sure, say, omo ebe consolidate omo gains omunya in 2020. Say the beya konkoba say 2024. Results never ban no. Ubekwa for NDC performance in this constituency na ate at the abafom. Say na what trim you ntemu ani. Ena yetna ha ebo Isaac Lamte ene. As a constituency secretary chairman. Like I say, NDC forced to forget it. NDC can never win that constituency. Or Frey, see so person children dream. It be dear tem canina. A real announce wow. Oko constituency ni moi. Me de audio my tender exhibit in the producers. My tender them that Friday no. A brand TB. Our constituency no more friend no. A big friend Kalusha, a big friend Luma. Na why no so to training and to one on the dirty work and now
we to training
why send up yes will be a ex-convict akwa dey fias ntia man contest nye na idea
no I
no this is the same thing
Owen one firm is on hold the constituency is on hold yes the chairman wrote a petition to make am wasane am make am
akwaya make na se mi nana
make a petition
our criminal records bebre akwa dey fias don't ton crofo nsase ni eche no na e beli no okwa free France kura ba enche ento ono na adwen say
no, but this is so personal.
I have pictures of
if what NDC, because so if NDC will not allow somebody, our ex-convict contest, how can that person or ex-convict?
That's a mankasi issue.
No, but has that guy been cleared?
Maybe.
Yeah, all can answer me. Clear.
I mean, come as me. Send pa me can answer me. Why audio? Eddie are 2 NDC platform so don't make a threatening the whole constituency. Sawa winimu a obeka azekilamta asemo no. Wono obekwashi me pacho betimi abo.
Party executive.
Wono na azekilamta appointing say council of elder. Council of elder so constituency. So ono na in charge of security.
Council of Elders
na me pacho the producer nana with your permission but me exhibit no na yentie this mentality a ono ne Council of Elders
me imagine say am me person me kasa o platform we so but me person me di assemble ko be two ha ema obia wodomi kwa benya enka chama lante ho asem wo a woni nafa menka ne ho asem about ni esi enra between lante ni hunto ene bobie wo a woni se woni lante enko ewo constituency mu a menka ne ho asem omo bia ye na adu so opie akasa otodefo. Nobody should talk. What we need for men can want them. This time, one take it time or domi kwa benya. A dear febe mutai. A dear AFE ebe mutai. Ewa domi kwa benya. Mimi wone mu grassroots nu bi mu. Me catch them. One pen asem. Men can asem. Between oni unto any bobie. Nobody should talk about him. What be can want them? Never go against you. Make sure me I will come by you. I will tackle you. Me catch them one by one. Obi didi tamalante atem biom. I will domi kwa benya. The person should be very careful. Me catch them plain. I will domi kwa benya. After I said I'm moving say yes. But then for domi kwa benya. After I said I'm moving say. Nkofo mu ye why I will domi kwa benya. Obindi di chamalante atembu every ene eko ene Saturday every ene Saturday eko chamalante asem ye mo asem eyemo busuani wana ni warning mu. I'm warning you people, the young, whoever from today who insult him, I'll come by you. Thank you.
Council of Elder. As a claim to is any power, so a Council of Elder. Council of Elder party just a penny for say your money fee or money too for.
A crack party and
I saw a brother cry chairman.
Yo, and to where council.
Oh, I'm not walking.
And young people are some near count.
I brought you on a taxis. I was talking about qualified money the time I or MPP.
We are talking about party called NDCR. Running mate, Professor Jinano Fukwajiman. What about the masters more than 12? In the PhD Bebre and in the 4 party. A man named Memma said you are car benfoa or more party. Where a council of elder. Say party near fan say Trinity Crown car or Munyan Tokwa. Council of elders in CC. And then or no vigilante. Or send a caution, warning, threat to a whole party. In a constituency, so what we need more at the club.
But say a been betting the police station or report.
I don't know, Sandy Power, and just a council of as the clampers are appointed and say or no nanya in charge of security, no party security.
The issue is that what Kwabna want to know is that coming in terms says they say what threatening delegates Nina.
Maybe and
an entire constituency.
It's up to them. Some will be Jaya and your master, but I'm talking from so when was he a mere constituency? Say but what Saturday way, Mamma Lepuma could go your walk. Memeko
Yama warning.
Now, Kwabna come here, short sobeko. Yabeba this work. And T. Luma or say, more BNC constituency no more. Air threaten Crawford, will beat you. Some of Yabu Binum Cradada. And Sanyamo when you know a cost of constituency no more. And penny phone to one among Nana Macao may say, Ebi and Nene as a calamity. Nabefra the Yebedu region, Yebedu national. Because Crawford to Obama, Sebra Nebeye Bibi. So he failed to do it. Definitely, the way you holding the government accountable, no, you too will be held accountable. And the party success in this Dominico Binya, you have a chairman who say the party can never win. You have a chairman.
No, but he has explained that. Komokra no is in contest.
What contest? The word never. The word never. Infinity. You cannot say never in any contest.
WhatsApp so a group chat and why audio na kwakotum.
we a WhatsApp platform.
And I make us a WhatsApp platform, maybe a constituency in WhatsApp platform.
Very good. Different one. Isaac Lamte Dianonko.
Isaac Lamte Diana different.
Oh no, Kase, the NDC can never win Domi Kwabenya. So the question is, and say, what's your business? And in order to ensure say NDC never wins that constituency, and all recruiting Crawford to make sure say our vision, our dream, no, say NDC never wins that constituency. Anyway, Papa more Kaye, so your party niba now pay once more. What do you do? Will you continue to sacrifice for the party? No, we say. Chairman on me phrasing national radio. So
anyway,
what to do be at him.
You see, the point is, Domi Kwabenya votes in 2020 no na aya homeka, and I think say perform more money ekọ kakra bia they can do well. Me
say no crap but instead e shada nya no cresa the entire make say enye Domi Kwabenya kwa na votes ne cost.
Okay.
2020 elections no.
Baby.
NDC ade baby in fact places are any NDC stronghold kra no. Na NDC votes no echo enim. Emma baby I borderline no ya winning. In fact, the number of seats are NDC are winning to overcome the minority in which they were to now get the 137, 137 or 137, 138 no. And no crown you did say because we believe we won a lot of seats no. It was a wind of change that was blowing across the country. In fact, that wind of change should have blown Akufo-Addo if we were more course no ankoso. Na Domi Kwabenya sem na kamesime nkebi. Nanso NDC asem. Na yi na pese NDC ewene. And unfortunately, this intolerance any attendee on NDC platforms it's not unique to Domi Kwabenya. Mikra na you did my attempt the pay. You did my attempt. Oh yes. Oh, threats no be bro. Eba. Now that is for me the sad thing, and I don't blame those foot soldiers, stroke campaign team members, or who didn't no. I blame those who are contesting now. Omuma nkofo edidi nkofa tem omunim se a cheater for no edidi attempt but omo da ese ne omeyomini no omunim because some of them are on those platforms. Sebi Salamte no so platform na so yeah
executive
then no ababeka e wo ho on ka hwe you because end day me ho no say no didn't be did matem didn't
no ya hefa
Ablekuma West
okay because me so be there beto say me musa say didn't no one contest
the reason I didn't contest this time is very simple. You see, every time I mobile contest no there'll be factions.
Yes,
after the elections we near faction only Lucy and so on a faction. Now
there are problems upon problems.
So I decided to decrease the number of factions that there are. That's the first thing, so that we can sail through and win the seat. That's one.
Agree.
Number two, NSA. Look, John Mahama will win the election and become the president of Ghana.
Yes.
But if he doesn't get an absolute majority in parliament now, ebe hajune. Okonya minority in parliament there, more cost we're in. Okonya 137 now. Don't forget it because MPP4 no senior NDC4 bra mo hasia national interest na yakoto abani bi they will not even allow his budget to pass. He needs about 2/3 majority to win. So I decided to opt out and help not only the constituency that's Ablekuma West, but Baby Amifi that's La Dadikotopon. Oh, okay. So I believe say if everybody former appointees and answer ministers, everybody, Baby Omufi, because you will have at least some residual friends saying support in wherever you come from. So one year crowd so go and campaign for NDC in the place where you come from and where you live. That is if you are not contesting. You understand? And if all, I think most MPs, ministers and appointees are not contesting. Just a few MPs currently now are more contesting. If we can all do that, and we are able to galvanize enough seats for John Mahama, then he can govern. Then he can change this country. Then we can even change the constitution to make sure, say, Ghana, that is why I'm not contesting Ablekuma West. But me can't tell Mudi Matem. Boss, hey, you see, we have had a situation where
well, other constituencies
just 1 minute. You see, if you win,
so which means all constituencies there's a problem.
Oh, there are problems everywhere. My constituency,
there's problem. Ablikuma West. There's problem.
But you see,
how deep is the problem?
It's a very serious one. You see, but it's not unresolvable. It's resolvable, and that's what I'm forcing to say. You resolve.
A problem there.
Just 1 second. You see, you can win.
You are changing your candidate.
No. You can win the seats. Senior, you can win. Ascend North. Sebi, only any parliament. So you can actually win your seat, but you'll not be in parliament. MP before me,
so you want an MP and not a candidate?
We want an MP, not a PC, and not an MP who will not be allowed to sit in parliament because MP before.
So what is the problem there?
So brief us.
You see, Director of Elections for 2020 elections. Why yes, serious allegations against the PC for 2020.
Okay.
I'm at the end of region national for in who be pa. Now so yentu anamo bia wo.
That's Ablikuma West.
Ablikuma West.
Okay.
And the thought was that, in fact, Mustafa Gbande catch him said it will be dealt with at for instance, vetting. My understanding is that it wasn't dealt with, and it's lingering. Unfortunately, and they're having to say, you see, I'm not supporting any candidate, and I'm not against any candidate. I'm for NDC. Anybody who will win genuinely, we must support the person. But for the life of me, say you see election 2020, why would I support you? And I am
you have evidence.
Not me. I'm saying the director of the American EU, director of elections.
Allegations.
Yes, and it truth allegations.
So, yes,
but you yourself, you have investigated.
Or provided any evidence to back it.
Allegations against your friends, president and the way. One, investigations. And I say inconformity. And yet state investigative this. So the NDC as a party should have an interest. And so for me, I was insistent say Ashimo more and making sure Ashimo any the executives I'm making sure. And that's how come I found out from Mustafa Gbande say has the thing been referred to them because that was this information I was getting and it hasn't been dealt with. And so the thing is lingering. It's a few days to the time. It's not even fair for the person I had an allegation not on so. If it's not true now, if it's not true, he will lose the election or he may win. And if he wins, and we don't know whether it is true or not, why should I support him?
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it is likely say if it is true, and I said the tendency say even the criminal aspect that has to do with that allegation, the MPP they can sacrifice one or two of their own to make sure we lose the seats.
So your point is that the national ain't taking interest
in some of the allegations that have been raised.
No, because it's serious. No, the allegations are very. I don't want to repeat it on air for very good reasons.
So, the allegations he's speaking about, I have a
is it the same candidate out in the contest in 2019?
I'm list now. Yeah, in I say Reverend Kwekuado, and another 2020 no parliamentary candidate.
Okay. Yeah.
So
okay, it's me only chief Nepo.
I've not said anything.
I deliberately didn't mention names.
My West no. Everton. And the list I have is Abednego Elom Agbasi is the number 1 on the ballot. Into the Reverend Kwekuado na assume say we not turn elections no.
Obi
Alege.
Director of elections.
That be from you.
No,
we have not heard from the director of elections.
Hold on. No. I think be fair.
You are talking from your source, and I'm also talking from my.
Director of elections.
Director of elections at Ablikuma West.
Yes.
Says your friend.
Cletus Don.
Cletus. And our lady said they are 2020 piece and with the number 2 on the ballot.
Okay.
It means that Derek's claims he's been 5. Marianne Koko Ayeti and I've a Kobe Mensa. And Nipa for an age now. And Prince and I said Derek J I hear all ye say the number 2 candidate is likely to win.
I haven't said that. No. Please, I beg you.
I haven't said. I don't know. No. You see, the person can win again. You didn't mention it.
No, you see, I think say. No. Listen.
No, I want to.
Don't put words in.
Okay, you have not said that.
4 people are contesting. Any one of them can win.
And the person that can win.
4. So forget about who will win.
Listen to me carefully. Or say. Bet me about say
so
on cancer
that's how America
and yes I now can what's me say
so you want me to repeat it
no look what I mean
I said I withdraw why are you saying I didn't say
can their own person come men can't be
hold on what he is saying is there are issues issues about criminal matters.
I was even hoping sir would not even mention names because I was hoping
we have the list.
No.
And our say issues we fan says so many resolve.
Exactly, it's unfair to the
then they have a huge task as a constituency. The same as a man can say.
So instances of allegation, you know, if Derek wants the party to investigate her, then it will not start from Ablekuma West. Because almost all the constituencies that even NDC didn't win.
No, I can't say more being investigating.
No, what I'm saying is that I'm also raising a concern that if what he's saying is one of the issues a bit near NDC, the analysis are all yes, what even in instances where they may have a place, for instance, or make an example very clear, will be him say. Now the wind of change was blowing in 2020, which Emma and Kofu very appreciative votes.
Yes.
And the baby crown Alpha Teresa won the constituency. It has been a constituency and this and winning that.
Yes.
But they won.
Yes.
And in this instance, I also in this form the 2024 no MPP will also mash up their resources to make sure say seat almost were raining no. Say better me swing it and swing it.
No, the wind of change is still blowing.
Yes, it's blowing.
But with level of vigilance.
What I'm saying is that, Mami for Manusi. What I'm saying is that in the case of say allegations because of now some of them they overlook them. They are clankophobia, go and contest, assuming say they can't win. And then in the case of Mukoko Winia, and the wind of change now air blow our constituencies are only saying NDC the Kakrebi can't commit to win. They will still go back and lose those seats.
Okay, so the idea is say national inform NIC
already almost started to deal with this matter.
And you cannot overlook the instance of people's interest.
Say Nipa na allergy.
No, that's unfair.
Nipa na allergy. Say former PC. Aqua Jessica.
No, Pacho. We got too much.
And that's why the results were to election. No, because I also was going to be see
no, and
no. Because we were told some people sorry.
Because Obi Akwa Koton election. We a serious allegation.
Also director of elections according to his director of elections.
Allergy.
It's a criminal matter.
Yes. Former PC.
Have they written a petition to the party director of elections?
Yes. Corporate 2020 election of Ablekuma Central about to Mpesuya so Nima Mieslo Ususi Akaino. Wokoton Abano Edema Wine.
Tobo. Now you're pushing me to give some particulars which I was hoping to avoid. I was hoping to avoid. No. I was hoping to avoid. You see, as a matter of principle, I did not want to even mention anybody's name. You understand? That's the first thing. Because I expect the party having been petitioned would have worked a long time.
But once I already said there's allegation, you should know who is alleging.
Okay, so let's come quickly.
So hold on. So it seems you guys are not getting the whole matter. The issue is that we are looking at constituencies that there are problems.
Yes.
Then you dealt with Domekwa Benya issue. There are some individuals we are more rabble rousers. So it Bedru issues about people insulting their opponents on platforms and other
threatening
things. People. Then Derek came in with a Ablekuma West instance.
He's also raising his concern
that there are those issues happening. Then me try some finding out exactly what the problem is with Ablekuma West, because what we are trying to know is that you perceive various issues, challenges, various constituencies. We can talk about it. The national chairman, Fifikwete, whoever, through this medium, they might hear some of the things. And we already say, baby, to say Ablekuma West. Election director raising allegations, issues against 2020 PC. That the party needs to take interest in such issues.
Very good.
Or no, only any position to determine whether it's true.
But the PC is in the contest.
True. Yes.
It will be unfair for them not to investigate because it will be hanging over his head.
As Mkrona Nieka fi say, this is a serious allegation. Say PCA more entrusted the party future in his hands, so only the party for 2020 election. Yes, what Koton.
And yes, say.
And to me, no,
not you. Yes, say or say.
Why say?
What the money 5
PC, no 2020 PC, no say. prophet be say you
can't mention who.
Yes, okay, so
thank you very much. Yango Fia pray. Yango Sunyane West. There are other issues at Sunyane West. Sunyane West omo na press conference and answer demonstration right enti yanko Sunyane West ne yanko hwe anema ekoso ewo Sunyane West Anyway, so sad.
The factions are doing a press conference. Some person will be on a post. Like you are saying, they don't want a candidate. They want to win the seat because they're possible. And so Mufi say, any people taking interest, and any panel are clear on so straw contest.
Can you imagine?
So I have faction like the factions you are talking about. Say you want to avoid and make sure say the party go on election on a clean seat.
Yes.
Now party no be at me be on board because we are not going to create a problem.
And even when you win,
factions.
And even when you
win, you still have challenges to deal with.
Exactly.
And you know, some of the issues and a brief the issues of demonstrations and press conferences.
And if you see the video, insults.
All right. Okay. So hold on. Yanko Sunyane West, Yanko share at the cry is here Sunyane West because I'm also raising similar issues about unfairness and the kika. So Yanko Sunyane West, Yanko share Fiapre. Hona omo sa demonstration. So I want
to Sunyane West no kwasem ni yakase ya ni je ho a na ye boa. Ye ni nye ho kra because ya to aba no obi contest obi a enka ye papa mahama enka nya de anka kwabradufo ene ayi beba be contest no eti e wose ye ba mu e ma sa nipa miensa no obi aye na adwuma na se wo mu ye wo madwuma no na ni obenya aba no ni ye de aba na ma no ye nyina ye de support be kwa akota sa nipa kro na chi na mom se wo ma amakwan ama sa miensa ni nyina ama am ya hu se we ni eto abana ma ne dia ene Sunyane West ha de ye de abana de free we su kosi president so de enya de abano ye beto ye nto na mom ye papenes wo mu de lata abre no ene ma ekoso
ye nhwehwe mu no ye hu se ye papa eko vetting committee na ade o mo de bo na chi e kire se o mo disqualify na na so o mo ka kire no e vetting committee a ye papa Mr. Fagbande na da no no asema omo ka kire ne se eye nipa omo endorse no no omo arrears eye dues omo de ka eno na omo bisa na ye papa etu asesika na eye 356 cities e wo ho eno na ye asema omo bisa ye papa ma na ye de etu aye eno achi no omo clear ye papa ka kire ne se de omo ni na wie enti obetumi akọ eye on the Jordan no ade achi bonada na omra meje ne den ne ballot number enti ye papa de anim se ono obi an de eni asem nhwehwemu a yakoye ye efa ye papa engineer Ernest Ayensu no e kire se ye papa oto naba ewo Odomase maize market Odomase branch eho ena ni din ewo NDC register mu and membership number eye D0211700038 say ye vetting committee no e kire se eye engineer Ernest Ayensu dini no ye free bibi green line kire se udi wo green line na chi ana kire se wo ntwa 4 years ewo NDC book mu ana NDC party no na mo ye kwohwehwe ye no ewo sa Odomase maize market book no no ye hwehwe ye mu ya ne kire se ye papa atwiro ne din on the 2017 anuanom 2017 ye the 4 years kan ho a sen 2021 which is last year kra no NDC abeka ho a na kire se ye more than 6-7 years na kire se papa ni din eba book no ma de
say ya na 2020 and people for call or yes on no post wa parliament yenya 137 yam pese sa de no ebesi NDC diem na yenya 137 bi yesrese mpanfo onabo ase edunkatia national for mesa monka mom na ye nyina ye nka mom ba ko se afi 13 fo aba ye koto no obia nko na asundwe nya den emra se omo ama Millicent onabo account a ne Ernest Ayensu anko de aba ne de ye beto skirt and blouse say emra se omo ama Millicent onabo account a ne Ernest Ayensu anko de aba ne de ye beto skirt and blouse say.
Okay, so quick one. Okay, Honto. Now Sunyani West, enya wan kwa na problem no. Mate se akwatia so. Omo se akwatia candidate ni so nko on post. Ama omo se omo empne ho. So this are some of the
Now one thing is say once we be in an so person contest the election. It's not guaranteed say that person qualifies or not. You can only be declared so qualify after betting. And the idea back what things the NDC has failed to do. And he said, Omoko vetting via the outcome, they don't publish. Also, more publishing the bay. And yes, yes, any panel or Barbetina Manimunukwana will communicate it to him. Because who says any Pacrono or where Chita for or mobile. And a party Rumunaya Busiabako. And to catch and say, way, saying to one send Fata. We are. I was so what they are finance better that is a vetting committee at Nasiano. You usually more ye dance ye won ye. Said ye bear sa only chrono. And conquer country and the cheetah for say. A quawe in your fast we me free mo, save you ye time any and I see many. But the party has failed to do that. Says I never in about to speak. One said, one more tea na a disqualified candidate, you know. And the supporters it could be said or more can true. It could be said it is not true. Exactly. They better who crave more. Moya vetting committee are motna say. Mona mudi reason tia marginal so disqualified. No, you have to address your party people through a statement or a report. And think a movie and before crying pani decision by Banuano. Everything matro super so and so or by vetting said ye. We hear my reform local party national quarters. Okay,
so quick one, mame and Trumi can kwaya Juma Ketwebu Akwetia Amrasisia, Isaac into Mensa, branch organizer, Topreman Akwetia, Isaac Akwawa. Good. Isaac, tell us, at the end of Koso, Akwetia, more rosy issues, Kakrebi, there.
Pacho, the cost of Quitiano. The Pacho, the cost of Quitia. And say, Aquatia constituency chairman, and Aquatia sitting MP, Honorable Harin Wachiyadom. Now, almost for quantity say, Honorable Asanka Poyoyo, Professor Oba contested, almost for quantity of man contested. Almost at the last 4 years, and no more so, and more converting, almost 3 days to say on Franco campaign, or throw almost 1 week. 1 week, Roman farmer, no, almost 3 days in an over the Bamano. Not as idea with you, or now what the best support to 5 million. And not now what the support to you, and now, you could be by it. You could be by this year, 4 years here, I do see you. Almost person or call on the post view, I could check chairman, BB Moro, person or man call on the post view, or certificate branch executive also. And no more be on the post. One more be contest to be a. And now, on starting ASA, Jumano, and other basta empty side.
All right, hold on. Which means we will support the other candidate, right?
Other candidate, you know.
And which means we'll support for him, you know, like say, and I'm on telephone to you and say you don't know. You just support somebody, and it's like you are supporting the person blindly. And fake, say fake. What I mean is, so you have your support, right?
Support to the
and who supported the disqualifying or no?
Maybe say contest because your mama.
No, hold on. So who supported the disqualifying or no, right?
And say 17
okay, all right, what to also.
And
you know a film you film last 4 years this year so some person you film because obia on vision our deba obia on vision our deba na ehu ya say omaka obi vision say because oye ni sinipa owo so
but Akwatia constituencies no omo put on hold no Akwatia ka ho but mujiri say omo person omo ye fragada ma ba kokon no post
100% fragada no person omo ye 100% fragada because Baba Jama crampo dey dey buy no Baba Jama ba 4 times e brain say na oba ama for contesting to 4 times no anabo ba fra anya bre contesting na be win wie no Baba Jama be ye MP for 12 no anya be contesting no na how much more say okoye do bia person be contesting hono yen tiasie hono yen tiasie onabo chedi kwetia general secretary office general secretary aba chairman of contesting for so Yamin, eko contest akama. Others are contest others. Adentina wo dia ko tenkwa ade no mo jefia. Inti wo mo hwe no mo ma aduma no enye peaceful man. Ene ni se ganso no enya mayen. Ye kokko o ma mo no ko no poso obere. Ba ko ne dia MPP ada Roma na ba ye no nya ewo. Ene esogu no num. Ene o wi ni ye. Ye di 2023. Pe ne tundi wi no. Akotia for last Baba Jama time omubufu yo mututia no more than 6,000 plus yesterday omu che grassroots no ye denim grassroots de dey it is so much no mo de omu pe say omu abaye no mo abeto ba 2024 no obi asin kan ma obi asin kan ba de bia ye ne wo ana na beto ba
okay all right okay so Isaac thank you your tiwa sem no Isaac Newton na your tenin kano Bintu, so
Akwatia instances in America, Akwatia has also been put on hold. We know the history of Akwatia, where the NDC has come from, how far they have come to be able to get the Akwatia seat. And yet, Jumaketuana era Baba Jama or and Onokrano because of heat. And in Niema Bebre, Niema, he has now moved to East Ayawaso. I think also have a primary to East Ayawaso. Baba Jama is in East Ayawaso.
Yes, that's Nima.
Yes, Nima. Yes, I want to remember how I can want them. But who have Akwatia dynamics now? Baby Akwatia Sentinel. NDC for it me G seat no. At the time why Yoruba Baba Jama wo now omoye yama de nkodi ama say ho no. Say kwabna betena ha be kan kra. MPP for na ye no mu say lusu seat in NDC because the ekokoso a happen when NDC. From the time Baba Jama Ji Akonya no, Edibesi Yera Boache no, metimi aka Boache there, he was lucky. Baba
Jama Ji Akonya.
Well, we need sit back. He was the former MP.
Yeah, he was the former MP. Yes. And son MPP.
Yes. And I must say, and Tokwa ye be contest Baba Jama, young contest no, ye man call no post, and Biano must say frase no. And na eye ya na chese before buy. And na o wini ye no na omo yes and ye be ko to aba na MPP for so eye na must say e de fa akonya no. So you could see the dynamics
so
of
which
that
means they see Obama Jama time no.
It's history is
so which means
itself.
the national executive should open their eyes.
And you come right. Obi fi say you went to work against Baba Jama. E kwa fast what the two no. Sounds ni edibedi. Like you are saying say untoka say they most of the time no they have to publish certain incidences.
Yes.
That's happening in constituencies now because national for your to Obama what written. We are constituency executive what you man saying. You go to the constituencies, people have taken position, they have taken sides. Uko constituency, the NDC will make constitution, guidelines for elections, beba. Clear your stating room, we are constituency chairman, I support two way. We are constituency executive. They will support.
But they are doing
nobody will take any action against anybody.
And no problem.
Nobody will sanction anybody. You will complain, action. You will report, and then they will tell you it won't go anywhere.
Exactly.
Until the indiscipline in the party, no. What to the extent say obi wo police station kra na and can also who the guidelines no who the principles say between any and no say
Sunya East say who follow ya Sunya East they are having the same issue
Sunya
West sorry
Sunya West
yes
omo kasa enya say na etie ni nyina ye obi ya disqualify na cheater for na e
omo so ye omo press conference
ye entie su se fa emu aten especially once yes I happy we anim di obetimi yesi di okwa aten di oba aten na emu maten trene na atentrudo de odi na nukwo twem si anyway party asuma nkrofo bi se mo na mo nkonkonko veti and it's a vetting committee kwatena na mo veti obi area for you to give clearance wo qualify you give reasons. So nipa no qualify, you give reasons. Reasons no should not be made to only the person about vetting. Because ono no kono. Your nkrofo bebre omo control so eno mo failure. Omo kwa no makoka different thing. E dey acho mo parent. Until some terminal report beba. Enti terminal report na be kire omodem ba oboye. Enti I was say enti nkawe ye no ko mu kan. You know say we have a statement from the vetting committee omo ko vetting for signed by Nipa Simesi. Our state way party guidelines ni party constitution ni Nipa Simesi so say so adanse e chese won qualify any period. So we based on that and ask. You bisa obi bia or challenging that decision, but as we speak, there's nothing like that.
Okay, so quick one, my man, go back to Eastern Region. Around David Kwame Tete, Eastern Regional Vice Chairman, or say or follow your discussions, no better, or put to clarity on some few issues. Chairman, Akwawa.
Yeah, no, you.
Mpacho, quite a form.
Yo, wait, me, in part, I could in particular. Yeah. A home poor moon. I was a bad person. They can say some consequences do or our move holding on. And you know, I could check out. I could tell them when they two be but several consequences, you have disqualified will be a person will be called unopposed near the Adiano. And yes, I'm that's it. And you know, Mama.
So, and then Akotia is on hold.
Yes, there are few issues they need to be sorted out.
Like, can you mention one?
No, I don't know. A party.
A party, yeah.
Yeah, might give for name one transaction. Who send me a economy? Yeah.
A man for fears say a beer mpedinfo person mama obi. I mean, lean way now obi having a way. That is the fear. I don't know. Minim say your penny or when your complaints na more deal with it. Quite ben so.
No, once ban say ya obia so or having way one way or the other. But party na kasa you see say be prepare yo. Man in some no nyina mu say ya you be to ja ama it party nti obi aka na kuma tun yem akwetiafo wo mo ka wo aka tun mo yem ye to say na ewie a ni se na ye bia no ye be to ja ama obi aka
mate
ya mo say ye be bia so no nti ase be ba ama no ya maintain it no
mate eja ya da so bebre but I hope say the CMA ama say number GC to free musem every baba jama no I hope some more share the same signals
that be where yen now Emma e be that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Chairman, ya da so bebre why ya da so pa nyame show. All right, David Kwame Tete. Okay, so PDA, David Tete, assurance Vice Chairman Eastern Regional DMI on the Akwatia seat.
I wish that all the regional chairmen and secretaries will give similar assurances across the country. And above all, the national chairman and the general secretary will give similar assurances and actually act. You see, failure to act, no, and the Emma and some echo. Now, ocean so a man so qua na echo. And check na about to brenna as it's getting closer, it will get hotter. Even press conferences that are avoidable. If from day one these issues have been dealt with, even say, even some of these allegations, no, dating far back, no, they should have been dealt with like years ago. And some of the things also should not be entertained. Yes, sir. Sebi. Yeah, victory at Airtrain. Some different kind of victory because you need people to go all out to campaign, and then also vigilance on the day at the polling station and at the coalition center. Sebi, you know, kayenim their course war teachman anka one shanka coalition center. No, let's not bedding. Was Charlie? That's just one inside though.
Techiman South was a cry as we speak, also so in because the candidate no call Christopher Bajire. As a other people also come. Who said no? I didn't see no. say so call no post ebinu hu say so no so ba party
problem besaba
na ebinu hu say there's a friction between the regional chairman UNESCO and by voice route ahodo ekoso counter accusations and on ba sometimes nana you be forced to question say you be forced to question say do NDC as a party do they have leaders sebi obi ani dia wo say oye and then maybe wo ho no mo you engage and then maybe you engage one empe power obi ape power but obi a contest we fit so betimi but una betimi atena say okay kwabena manu mu nyina du mu so amudi ade eye but so ye hwe the way asiti no a circumstances na ma unua we say nko they do so sometimes obi on ma open that audience keke
no when you recognition
audience fi ade na now nim okofa 2016 election na NDC for lusu more seat. Do you know why? Omuko primaries in we no. Now there was issues. Nobody engaged them. And think Crawford the bufu a memenfe. And a shisha omobo and a big companies get a blouse. NDC lusu majority seat. 2019 after Omuko primaries in we no. NDC engage all of them. Omo wini no mu lusu nyina. And making sure say we make amends results near then they won majority seat there so microphone na die no mo be from us until you have the record and no manya mani na ye me na mutra na chinchi musa di mo where am microphone 45 seat 145 seat ma transfer da ye de chinchi musa me mamo 137
okay
because if you say okay until you have a practical record that why between 2016 and 2020 you know say engaging a year candidate even before and after election no a yielding result. So what are you waiting for? But constituency bakwa na pese ye hwe ye ukọ Ebuakwa North JB Danko Edu no constituency ho o first constituency na records in 2004.
Which constituency are you dealing with? No I want
2004 MPP parliamentary candidate enya 62% NDC nya 29 2008 NPP candidate enya 59% NDC nya 38 2012 NPP nya 60% NDC nya 39% 2016 MPP nya 59 NDC nya 39 bawko he 2020 election MPP nya 53% NDC nya 46%.
Okay
na candidate omode ne koye no eye the deal is Charles Dakon Yeboa and omode ne koye
wonu so de ne koye na say omo
Ebuakwa North
and omode ne koye minya delegate minya delegate
was
omo elected so omode ne koye ne koye now o say ekobio but okwa also so na hon sheda anwe situation like this it is said Domi Kwabenya what do you engage
a constituency where
this Ebuakwa North
and what situation to say Domi Kwabenya
it is said Domi Kwabenya because
the one
but don't bet majesty
they can win
yes Ebuakwa North
they can win the seat
maybe down question
Shade over 2004 election MPP nya 62 2008 omunya 59 20 12 omunya 60% 2016 59% 2020 omunya 53% until over 2004 ABC 2020 MPP vote elusu massively but NDC improve okore NDC 2004 omunya 29% 2008 38% 2012 39% 2016 omunya 39% 2020 omunya 46.8%
wind of change
blow
and that wind of change is still blowing. So what do? You open your windows. Say a wind of change, you know, pass it through your room.
So which means Ofa Ebuakwa
North.
They have similar issues like Domi Kwabenya.
Yes.
The issue is not about any illegalities.
No.
The issue has to do with maybe chairman versus whoever. All right.
So you engage.
Yes. Onipa de won't mean ka say ye nyina ye wa cry fema. Ye nyina ye wa cry fema. Obi antimi ye madamfo. But we need to work together
as a family for a collective good.
So which means with those constituencies the national executives to engage them, as you are saying, try to make sure say look, you don't need to be my friend for us to work. But we have a common agenda, we have a common goal. Let's achieve that one and move on. Yeah, we are whatever it is will be a fee. So we don't need to be friends and sign a I think we need to pick on this constituencies one by one.
Because Oma to say baby to say Oma candidate no be on one a very no boy your obvious choice. But obi nkasa contest in your contest here. But some engage here sometimes mutimi settle matter behind the scene. Not this resources are candidate in the be you know. Obetimi reserve that resource and the energy. No, they are fighting the main battle.
But I think in all this situation, no, the Council of Elders no so no, or pick information, they should come in and help the national executives. That look, you need various committees on the quiet. You'll be engaging, because Sanyama radio and yet party constitution will be a breachy. No, they be when I'm saying pro candidate be asem breachy.
Any problem.
But yes, so you recognize it. But the point is, one and four ring for national chairman, general secretary, will lead the way. And that was
you see, but let us be realistic here. The national chairman across the country cannot do all.
I'm not saying the national chairman.
Yes, you mentioned. But the point is,
I disagree with you.
With Kwabena?
Yes.
How?
National chairman.
The chairman has branches.
No, national chairman. No,
relax.
Nejumani say Obama party no aba power.
Yeah.
Na say about 1,000 calls. The member party no will not only come to power, but it will majority in parliament. If it means that it must happen, it must happen.
Okay.
If the general secretary is what it will take, it must happen. You talk about mamu. So move for party na MRBM. Ghana for you now. Your future now.
Okay. So with Derek, we are going to say phone. We are kura mo asotia. So you mo asoti. Okay. So fine. There are other means. I think setting up a committee to look at these issues while the national chairman and secretary are doing the thing. But whichever way, which constituency?
Obi Bebusa say NDC for more bre. And here my wait, meba. They are doing it, but you bet me a year to the satisfaction I hear pana. Last week I had a call, and you know what somebody told me. We all come from the Ashanti region, and we know the challenges of the NDC. Obi Kachere me say. And it is not the first time I'm witnessing this. Setre. NDC for you will be manning contested primaries. Primaries, so not the main election class or parliamentary candidates.
2020.
2020, they have to beg people to contest. So it still come back to the leadership that we are all discussing here. And you cannot blame only the national chairman or put every pressure on him. Because Benifosi Sebi.
Nobody is blaming the national chairman.
I am making my statement. I am not saying anybody is blaming him. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm making a statement that this person must have to do this. I'm building a point from a place your constituency executives. What are they doing? Because if it is a constituency and your candidates, I'm more contest here. I think say who council will be interest. Anyway, you're fine.
One thing is the issue no involving one constituency. The constituency executives are not the best people to settle the matter.
I'm talking about Setre where you don't have a candidate to people.
Okay, so the whole issue is
when the party do a budget and they are taking it to Ashanti region, they take money to Setre. The delegate list that they provide when they go to Congress, those people they don't even get the number of delegates they protect that they are part of the party.
The whole issue is going forward. I think party
okay.
They can just set up a committee
to look at these things.
Yeah, there are some few issues very delicate, like issues like Domeko Abenya, Buakwano.
I think I'm a my constituency abanokra no some petition in a year that we are told. So constituency election.
It has nothing to do with party constitution. It has nothing to do with
personal interest.
Personal interest. So if they have a committee to deal with those issues, while I know said they are constitutionally based ones, they have committees they are dealing with.
Even court cry court permit say out of court settlement arbitration. And yes, said Nipana de Oya and Mrenti Pina.
Okay, so I'm out for the
entrance of one as one punishing Nipa.
What's it?
Party in so say be a chairman, be a tintin, and a secretary be sending a candidate to
NDC constitution
and the party's interest near
NDC constitution. There is another issue. Now there is a flyer be a echo round. Quick one. I don't think, sir. Me try to do for junior. Now me busano. Dr. Kwabnado for Eba Dufo Junior. Matese Oko Ewo ne constituency such a Afram Plains. And or the or no any John Mahama and I any flyer. Okay, so you're the flyer now to your Facebook page. And I don't know more bet me I want to let me finish. More bet me I check here my no. Bet me I check here am I. So this is John Mahama and Dufo Junior for such a Afram Plains. And you name say Dufo Junior Papa and so air contested John Mahama. And that is where a strike ye movie. Just a minute.
Yeah, Mahu ye Rakwabnado for.
But do you think I doubt it.
Me who flyer no. The me who and it's a Facebook who here one more campaign social media activities for ye Radu for. I shall say a fake.
I'm saying fake.
But now easy. Wait, it could be a trap. Into one thing. Mama Diana and Abomadians was Abeka. Do for junior. Nebusano no I'm making so fake.
Nebio, who even bring it before junior in. What be betting me up was a more contest.
It could be, you see, now sometimes fly and I said friends of Mahama, friends of the flyer, flyer. And finish. My name no make clear. So there be may I say Mahama is not a good candidate. No make clear. Oh make clear on the cake.
Okay.
Abundance of a class, so that's it.
I'm not the issue of flyers.
Oh, we didn't parliamentary.
And I know as I was watching some people almost supporting Mubarak. And I will flyer be on my yard. They have putting your mama at one side, putting the 4 day, and flyer no my no de Mubarak at tobacco so. And I'm the 4 tobacco so no me see don't get the attention. And posters no ma posty. And to me was a guy back coach on work. I said this flyer and I poster now and it is not logic because he didn't get your contested way. And 2 year poster now the bus now the 4 can one. Now the Mubarak who say Mutaka contested. And as I was here very hot. And he said Mubarak and so poster that's one person saying. And he clearly no Mubarak and call for him who say a posters are a free Mutaka camp. And he want to tell no. And Omuja Mubarak then say Mubarak na your candidate or project into person or your flyer more for Mubarak to so. Okay. In today's issue of flyers will be possible with the modern technology and influence will be able to make Fabiani again.
And few days to elections. Last days dirty game.
Yes, normal.
Commander in chief next year.
But Punya Radu for Junior.
Okay, all right. So then I have Makwame and Edward Della. They are about 3 people, and they are asking me, where is Pablo? And for me, I think I will not say it's a unnecessary. Your friend is a question, but I'm not interested because Pablo. Uncle Jina any constituency for you to talk about him.
And why are they asking that question?
Because I can't tell. So I don't have any interest to ask. If there is a problem with the party, we should ask where are the leaders of the party. Because if you want to talk about Pablo right now, it's needless, waste of time, and everything. So, I'm almost sending me messages. You can send to Pablo an inbox. Now, but I'm not interested. Okay. So, PDA.
Yes, sir.
On la issues and ni latte ekasai. Unfortunately, we have just about 4 minutes to go, and if you say no, my next line of action is saying, ni Glover ekasai.
Oh, okay, that's Ni Odoi Glover.
Yeah,
Oscar.
Okay.
I'm president of Coalition of La Associations.
Yeah.
And associations be more frame whilst was in the studio me ekasai. or no MPP Penimpa. In fact, he actually stood on the ticket of MPP.
Really?
Yes, for parliamentary.
I see.
Yes. Now, in fact, Kola no time and na NDC was no. Na president no so NDC nipa.
Okay.
Omo demonstration against here 2016 my lose abani ya. Nti se emena dania therefore the eba yensa asema anya NDC MPP. Na la general hospital no ya ma omo 1 week. Se president ne health minister ne nkofo maka no ma anya hwehwe ya ebe si ade. That's the first point. Yes. Okay. Then trade fair. Trade fair no o must at 8 twitwa asase no and omututu from really the guarantee na ekoso ho aye ni because yente na abakosam say gold bi wo la but e bia na e bi wo honte
omu twitwa asase ne ton ana because uja ne sa omu twitwa asase
no na mo media for some more camera mon ko ho na ana make no say me ma no enya dance e ebi na ka wo ya ye me no nti wo aye media ni no me mfa ma no enka asem no mo de camera no kwa bo say ye twitwa asase
me busa se lingeti ana menene edi nko busa na asem bi ojina so akwabra na se esre be sia emfiri kusie ba no
exactly that's all she got
esre ebe sia emfiri kusie ba no kusie ba kwa kan ese be ka so ma me na ye se esre be sia
exactly
kusie ba on kada
but okko sisi a won se na civil aviation omotwitwa no the same thing na ekoso ho enti we hu civil aviation be edru sisi a was eba apa minister for lands or si onim ho hwe ono aka the lands na asha wonsa o the lands na asha wonsa ena wo nkofo twitwa land na eton anasa omusi adan waso wonim nkofo no and natives chiomwe or break the things down oh yeah be hu bibi enche in fact from friends general store no yeah but
all right thank you
trade fair to friends cantonment
okay, all right. So that's it. These are issues about the lands, but we will have more time to deal with it extensively.
Military cemetery.
All right, so we have time and discuss all this. Africa Gardens, Ghana for Africa Gardens. Down Suman, Sunday pork buffet, any ice cold beer. A man from Emenumbi, or try or say a yekwesiada beer tasso, and upon donko. Sorry, we are donko. 1 p.m. after church na pork yi abin de agro kebab de pepper soup grilled chicken a man from Ray na Africa Gardens efiada memenda ene kwesiada live band etuaso de Accra Street Party enso bosso wo ho CD Aba Center ye do ma se enanwumre omo de CD caps ene CD ointment aba ya odichi 3 days now wato why fine top choco a man for any bi or say top choco chocolate spread yet fat brodomu na ha kama wudia hodin wom pomdin wom 3-in-1 chocolate drink enie or see the ohia na nso hie nso nyunu uhiegumu a wona wokro no a man for ntumu so enom nyi bi Givers Herbal Center was a GC capsules GC mixture power capsules and a co capsules and after so Herbal mixture ya wo dia pa esa yare papa bi etu yare ase mo manfo enya eyempomtin ye adwuma ya bosian dwumadie quick credit investment ai wamugusu a mabosian no enyu mfirimu Ghana fo oposi ne adro Imboost Herbal mixture Herbal mixture boost immune system no na yi uhu efiri yarewa ahodo ho wanhwe ya na yare abehaw Greenfield Scientific Herbal Cleansing in Kancho says bright soja capsules and after so bright garlic plus capsules udompemu bua bra ombesa yade wagidin papa dia ewomu ne sa nyame aduma on the 1st May adwada yene yenkofi ayita hye wo mi XYZ yene o mo kobobo na na ye hye wo Men kwa wo. Ame bobo.
Who nai?
Wo se akokora no yan ka be ka sa akyere be. Yango.
Breaking news.
President
Atura Jazira said omo retracting now.
Onto I address wa. All right, so thank you so much. Live on Accra 100.5. Mamen ko di min komo bi. Na yen komo papa. San komo no ye friend no eye Dr. Bright Oku. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Doc Akwaba.
So mini apeni be me jo so nan komo e ba be din e komo papa o kai no. Etani say enne mre ayewo mu. Nipa bebre di yare, nipa bebre yare achi wo mu, and nipa bebre eda yare mpaso. Etani say nyama bia yan hye so. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic no more at the gonna last stop. And then edi kind oti and candia. Bestro, the telephone number na short wo. Ya for modern come and I know about the your telephone number is 0243 98 39 06 0243 98 39 06. And that talks me is 0261 651 898 0261 651 898. Na jumeti ya yedi wa ya se on say yedi habama na extra yare awo I be mu friend say chronic and acute yare ya kwanko any yare bia unim awatini dewo asasi so over grace so that yankopon be yemwa yankopon be ka ye hu ama yare sa ayewo dia so wo odofo di no yare stroke send you yare akana shedemu yari na chia ama ite abebubo ya ba and that's so ya asa the modern say odo doctor no eba Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic onso wa tie ni dompemu how say uni pediana kwa baby and ya okoto je usisi ana say oto asintini na etwetwetwo wo chinka semre born na ya if you kwa Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Also, what tie ni carbon na ewo woni say o kasa sent me fi wo numba no enye ahomka but modern say obetu gibia na mo na wanya kokudro na waba Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic awanya kokon afa so ema san carbon ni na yama udro ama a flu system ni mukra also what tie ni wo mu nsem say wa ware be ye mfiadi do ya awo ma if you kwan ewonwa adigono last of estate junction ya to ya won say there and Greenfield any school mo if you know ba be here there nya ya wo ma etiefo sabe o mo tia political show ya yiri ya ba da dwendwen ya po mo de won sem no me no ba da say be a negative emotion. How does it affect our body? Say negative emotions. Say emotions are negative. A quiet faso, a dini pebiano, enya. A bit say a buffo, or that any pure water so one or the other way. The boy for pay, and I will put careful because Obibe Obidi, a bema buffo. A say a buffo no, science no, ya chase a buffo, a so bang and a war. You need to be ano aqua so and I need to be so. Above custom, you can say anger, a buffo. So we put we will be our butter for and the enemy had of war, the dog form, minium, and we are now all problem. Ever to me, any problem, ever to have 30 a year wakuma. And I say, why pain? It can even weaken your brain and I say your heart. And at the same time, the side before I bet me po ammo against us as a money, and will live. Nipa do now, or move careful 10. Over we say, Yaria empower more, and Yaria will tell ya pa a BP yare, a high blood pressure, and I say hypertension, and I say chest pain. saa nkurɔfoɔ no obi a de butanfu obehu tan biara wɔyɛ n'anum kusuru wɔka n'anum asi so saa nipa no obehu sɛ ɔntan sere enti esere a ɔntan sere ne nti no a saa bufuo no a ɛhyɛ ne mu no nti no mmata biara na n'akoma obehu sɛ wanhwɛ a na wakonya akomayareɛ ɛno nti na akomayareɛ adɔɔso wɔ ɔman Ghana yi ɛna akomayareɛ ate nkeese ɛsane sɛ yɛ mu dodoɔ na ebu tɛɛfo ntɛntɛntɛntɛm eti sɛ nɛ wonnim nea nti a ɛma wo BP no ɛkɔ soro nea nti a dɔktafoɔ ka kyerɛ sɛ wɔnya BP no hwehwɛ nneɛma mu yie ebetumi ayɛ abufuo ɛno betumi ama wo BP akɔ so yie paa na ɛtɔ so bie mu nso ɛyɛ sɛ obi a osuro adeɛ sie sɛ woyɛ obi a ewu ɛhyɛ wo so a woyɛ owufo a nso saa ewu no ebetumi ama wanya ebetumi affect wo kidneys no eti wobɛhu sɛ obi a yɛmfa sɛ wakɔhyia biribi na ɔyɛ wahyew ewu bɔ a obi ewu tumi bɔ no koraa wobɛhu sɛ na sɛbi wadwo nsɔfo agu no ho ɛsiane sɛ abere a oyɛm bɛhyew anaa ehu anaa esuro bi bɛhyɛw mu no etumi nya nsusuansoɔ bɔne ɛwɔ o kidneys ne so eti na obi hu biribi ana obi yam hye no ɔba anaa sɛ obi ehu biribi na ehu bɔ na obo sɛ hɔ na ɔsi a adeɛ wo ehu bɔ me na me ɛna me dun so gu me ho wanhwɛ a ebetumi nso anya nsusuabɔne ɛwɔ o kidneys ne so enti ɛyɛ esuro mɔma yɛnhwɛ ne yie sɛ yɛbɛtumi adi esuro so nkudi enti oyɛ obi a woyɛ ohufoɔ woyɛ obi a wotɛ suro adeɛ a wanhwɛ a etumi a fɛɛtew kidneys no ɛna woyɛ obi nso a woyɛ obi a kakra na odwendwen nneɛma worry a wotaa dwen asɛm kyɛ woyɛ obi a wotaa dwen asɛm si a etumi nso affectew your digestive tract system a ebetumi ama wanya yafundareɛ ɛsiane sɛ abra oyɛ too much worried no onipadua no produce acid excessive acid na ɛno nso yɛ adeɛ a ebetumi afɛte oyɛfun ama wanhwɛ a obetumi anya yamu yareɛ anaa yɛfun kaa yareɛ wei mu yɛ negative emotions a ɛtae ɛafɛte yɛ nipadua no obi a ɔsugu ne mu nso oyɛ obi a wosugu mu tɛn biara no deɛ adeɛ ne hyɛ mu nkasa obi yɛ obi biara na na ɔsugu ne mu saa suban no nso ebetumi afɛte o lungs sɛ wanyɛ lucky na wantumi ɛntwa so a daati bi no ebetumi afɛte o lungs nti wɔn nso a ɛtɛ sugu wɔn mu no ɛsɛ ɛyɛ nya ahwɛyie na yɛtumi hu sɛ saa suban wei yantwe yɛn ho afi hɔ a ebetumi ɛdi ɛtia yɛn ɛdɛ numere wei yɛ nneɛma bi a Greenfield Scientific Laboratory etwitwemu a yɛayɛ a yɛhu sɛ saa negative emotions yi ɛno na ama nipa dodoɔ naa enya yarewa a yɛapɛ sɛ hypertension ɛno na ama nipa dodoɔ naa nya kidney problems ɛno na ama nipa dodoɔ nya liver problems anaasɛ stomach disorders anaasɛ ulcer wei yɛ nneɛma a ɛsɛ yɛhwɛ ne yie ɛsiane sɛ ɔda sɛ ne bi a ɔwɔ asase so ɔfa saa negative emotions ne mu enti ɛba ne saa a moma abufuo obi hyɛ abufuo a ɛsɛ otumi sɔre firi hɔ na woma w'ani gye sɛ biribi ɛrekye w'adwene so a anaasɛ biribi na ɛhaw a wone obi ndi nkɔmmɔ mansu agu mu na ankɔfa yarewa foforɔ ambrɔ nipa dodoɔ na ɛba yɛasoɛ no wobɛyɛ test wohu ne ɛha no wohu yareɛ no kɔfare bae ne nyinaa ɛsiane sɛ big negative emotions no ɛno nso ɛbɛtumi afɛto Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic a yɛwɔ Numwa Adegono last stop Estate Junction ɛnɛ nnwuma yɛnka na wate sɛ biribi nkye w'adwen anaa biribi nso na ɛha ɔfa wo nipadua no a ɛyɛ sɛ stroke yareɛ yɛade a Nyankopɔn adom yɛhwɛ wɔ yɛasoɛ hɔ ɛyɛ dompa mu ha ɔba a yɛbɛtumi aboa wo ɛyɛ diabetes ɛsikyire yareɛ wodwo nsɔ ntɛntɛm anaasɛ kuro a ɛtu no ɛnam sugar no nti ɛmu da fa bɛda ne yɛn awoɔ mu nsɛm waware a ɛba ɛmma yɛfunu ɛmba twitwi akyi kwan wɔ Numwa Adegono last stop Prayer or telephone number is 0243 98 3906 0243 98 3906 and 0261 651 898 Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Yes, in Yankopon pe any Yari staff for Yari Sati any Greenfield. Another Yarisa it's a Bonibia in your
Doc, yada se pa Nyankopon Inshrau, Nyankopon Inshrau, Papa Doc, yada se pa Doc.
Asidana Yankopon.
Yo, yada se Doc.